Hello.
What's going on?
Welcome to our podcast. I'm Steven. This is Joey. Tonight, I got a special treat for us, buddy.
Yes, that's what you keep telling me.
You know,
But based on past descriptions of special treat, I'm not sure how to feel about it.
well, it's tequila. We both like tequila.
I like tequila, yep.
And this is George Clooney's tequila. And I can't remember the other fucker he's paired with, or he's partnered with for this.
I don't know.
But what I
Brad
like
Pitt?
about this, no, I wish. There's no description. There's no long-winded bullshit story. It's
So you
just
make it up for
goddamn tequila in a bottle.
Okay.
And it's just the product, tequila, 100% agave azul. Reposado is the class.
Reposado?
Reposado, what the fuck did I say?
Reposado.
Reposado, whatever. It's specifically what I meant.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Casamigos Tequila.
Casamigos.
Yep. I'm pretty excited. I have been told by more than one person that drinks tequila that this is the best tequila they've had at its price point.
Okay.
It smells fucking fantastic. Before you bring that up here, I'm going to spill that shit.
Just give me half a shot. That's good. I just want to taste it before I have it over the
And
ice. I
am going to be making us a drink on the second half with this tequila of this last trip to Dallas, which evidently it's a well-known drink in Texas. From what I was told, it could just be a bunch of bullshit from the bar that we were at. But it was one of the most magical drinks I've ever had. And it's called ranch water. And we'll get into that. This is very clear for most types of tequila, like with brown tequilas.
Okay.
So cheers, my friend.
Cheers. Smooth.
That's a good damn tequila.
That is good.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, that is good. What's the price point on there?
50, $55, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sold.
Yeah, that's good.
It's way better than Patron. I would say way better.
Yeah, but that's not that hard to do.
Yeah, but for most people, Patron is about the peak tequila point that they get to. This is about the same price as the Patron Platinum or Silver, whatever the fuck one it is. Anyway, so that's the George Clooney tequila. So that's the second celebrity alcohol that we can approve, or is it the third?
I think it's the second. I'm not 100% sure.
Ryan Reynolds, and then this one is George Clooney. So bravo to fucking George.
Yeah.
Old GC.
He seems almost, aside from the full head of gray hair, he's almost timeless.
Yeah.
Like he's.
I can drink this neat, and I don't mind it.
It's all right. I just like a splash of lime with my tequila on the rocks.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's because you're not interested in the full-bodied flavor of spirits.
Well, that's why I took the half shot first.
Yeah, but you took it like a fucking shot. You didn't sip it to get maximum flavors.
Half a shot is a sip, bitch.
Not if you swallow it all at one time.
Oh, my God. How do you swallow your sips? Half now and half later?
I sip it. I let it sit in my mouth for a moment.
Well, I did the same thing with that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You got to let it, you got to take the sip and let it splash your palate.
Never, ever spout any of the lies about me and cigars that you do. Because, first off, they're all lies that you say about me.
No, they're all true.
No. The annoyances I have, but you've never once heard me lecture anyone about it.
Yes, I've heard.
No,
I've
never once.
I've never heard you lecture someone
anyone
directly. I've heard you lecture someone virtually, like hypothetically lecturing people to me.
That's the difference.
So in theory, you've been lecturing me this whole time under the guise of bitching about other people.
Whatever.
I still don't understand. I don't get the cigar thing, man. I don't.
What do you mean you don't get it?
I don't get the appeal. Like,
you like a pipe, right?
Different.
Not really.
Yeah.
How?
Flavor, scent, the whole thing. It's much different than a fucking cigar.
No, I disagree with it being much different. You do have a lot of flavor in your tobacco, which, I mean, my argument would be if you need tobacco flavored while you're smoking it, but I mean.
I'm not talking about flavored.
The mixtures of tobaccos that they use for cigars, you get way more like flavor nuances in there than you do pipe tobacco. Yes, you do.
No, but you always get that super fucking sweet, shitty fucking pipe tobacco.
No, I got several different things.
Oh, yeah?
I have several different types of tobacco.
What kinds do you have?
I don't know because I haven't smoked them in a long time. Because
there you go.
Cigars are better.
No, cigars, they smell fucking terrible. They make you smell like fucking shit.
Oh, pipes and cigarettes do the same thing.
No, pipes, I have I've only ever smelled 1 or 2 types of tobacco, pipe tobacco that smelled bad. Most of them are very aromatic and smell fucking wonderful.
Okay.
Comparatively.
The smoke coming out
I
but the smoke lingering on you doesn't.
It's still better than fucking cigar smoke lingering. I will say cigarettes are the nastiest fucking types of smoke there are. But I don't know, cigars, they're very pungent. They're not
I'll give you that a lot of them are.
yeah.
But it's also one of those things it's an acquired thing where
I don't understand.
over time you start to
But I guess I don't
like it. What? Not like the smoking, but I mean the lingering smell and things like that aren't an issue. But
I'm just not a fan of acquired tastes.
Sure.
Okay. Well, like, why make yourself like something? Why be like, I'm really going to like this, so I'm going to keep trying it until I force myself into liking it.
No, I agree with that, but I wasn't saying that cigars are an acquired taste. That's not what I was saying.
Well, you said acquired taste.
Yes, but I also clarified
you
that it's the lingering smell that I was talking about. that you get used to that over time, and it really doesn't. It doesn't smell nearly as bad as cigarettes do.
No. Cigarettes smell fucking terrible. I will freely admit that because I'm not. I'm honest with myself and others.
I'm honest with others as well.
So how you been, dude? This is the second week in a row we've recorded just the two of us.
It is. It's been a while since that's
because your flaky ass fucking kid and his stupid girlfriend bailed last fucking minute on the podcast.
Yeah.
What I think happened is I don't think that he didn't realize she was going out of town. I think she had the opportunity to go see her friends and then was like, yeah, I'm just going to go do this instead. And
you think so? I don't think she would do that.
I do.
Okay.
Because she's like...
You know her how well?
It doesn't matter. I know that she's an early 20-something-year-old female, and that's all the fuck I need to know. And then Gabe... Because then all of a sudden Gabe's like, well, I'm going to go with her. And I was like, okay, yeah, so you guys just wanted to fucking go to Nashville.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't care. It doesn't make a difference.
I care, because they made a commitment, goddammit.
Yeah. You were both drunk at the time.
He still confirmed it after not being drunk.
Sure. Okay.
So, there's no honor.
Let him without sin cast the first stone. Right.
Now, granted, he made the commitment on her behalf.
That's true.
Which in the South is a legally binding thing.
Well, not for him. It's not. There's other things at play.
As a man and in a relationship with a woman, he owns her.
She's white, though. I don't know that it works that way for them.
Have you not watched the news lately?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just more woke than others.
You think so?
No, I'm kidding.
So I heard Bill Burr, speaking of the word
I do
woke.
feel like, okay, go ahead. I have something I was going to tag onto that.
No, tag onto it.
No, I was just going to say that it is funny to me, and this has nothing to do with Gabe specifically or his girlfriend. And but people in general, I feel over the last, I'm going to even say 5 or 6 years, have gotten progressively more flaky in making plans and bailing on them.
Yeah. But especially younger people. As they continue, that age group is that way, but the people that are younger than them are more so that way and will continue to be that way. Right. It's almost like they're not growing out of it anymore.
Right. Well, too, I think with digital communication, though, it's way easier to be like, oh, fucking shoot somebody. Because used to, we made plans. You didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone. If one of us didn't get there, the other person was either fucked or you're dead.
Well, either that or you're calling on a landline and actually had to hear the person's voice.
I mean, how many times have you wanted to cancel and they weren't home? They'd already left and you're like, fuck, now I have to go.
Right.
But then you get there and it's not bad.
Sure.
Sometimes.
I think what happens with younger people is they want to keep the options open.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the thing.
There's
if something better or more fun comes along, then that's what they're
but
I
also think,
or if they just don't feel like going anywhere.
That's exactly what I would say. There's
if
more
of an
emphasis.
They just would rather sit home and play Dungeons and Dragons or whatever.
Play on their whatever those fucking little things were back in the 90s. They got big. I forgot
Tamagotchi.
the name of, yeah, the Tamagotchis. But
I can't go out. My Tamagotchi needs to be fed.
But I don't know. It bothers me because I'm guilty of the same thing, but I think part of it, too, is the more of the emphasis on being aware of your feelings and taking care of yourself. And, I'm just not feeling like going out.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff under the guise of self-love and self-care.
This celebration of, like, emotional, I don't know.
Freedom?
No.
Honesty?
That emotional being emotions being more important than other things.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, I feel a little bad tonight, so I'm not going to go and commit to this thing we've had planned for 2 weeks.
Well, that's also the whole thing where your intent doesn't matter anymore, and how it makes everyone else feel is what matters the most. It falls under that same kind of category.
Right.
So
yeah. Anyway, that's what I was getting. So that, again, not with Gabe, that just made me think of that a lot, because I know I shouldn't say a lot of, some of the younger people that Amanda and I knew, they were bad all the time. Like, well, I'm just not feeling good. I'm going to stay home. I'm introverted. It's like, we've planned
taking a mental health night.
Yeah, we've planned this for 2 fucking weeks, and you're just deciding today? No, fuck you.
Right.
I hate that shit. That's a goddamn.
Well, those are the people, when they do things like that they don't get the invite next time.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that's not how things work. But everybody's always fucking canceling on each other. Like, how many times? Fuck, I just blanked. Doesn't matter. It's
How many
annoying as
times
shit.
have-
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I had a Mayweather-McGregor fight.
Yeah.
We did a fight night party at my house when that happened, and I invited some people from work. I invited specific people, and did not give anyone the +1. If you wanted to bring your spouse, that was one thing, but outside of that, that was it.
Right.
There are people at work I don't want showing up at my house because no matter what goes down, I don't need anyone else taking that back to work.
Right.
I don't need 2 people getting into an argument and that carrying over to work. I just don't want to deal with it.
Right.
And one guy showed up and brought another guy from work that I specifically didn't invite.
Yeah.
Well, that guy has never gotten another invite to
for
my
sure.
house. Like, he won't get another invite.
No, absolutely.
And it sucks because I like the guy, but you fucked me once and it wasn't good.
Right. Absolutely. So anyway, you were saying.
So I heard you said
Bill
woke,
Burr.
and I heard Bill Burr on the Bill Burt podcast say that woke and Karen are black things.
Okay.
And like that's when white people use that. It is white people again taking something from black people. Now he wasn't like screaming and yelling about it as he's apt to do about things, but
Right.
that's what something was said. Bert said something, and he was like, "Yeah, but that's a black thing. Like that's black people came up with that, or whatever." And now all these white people are now using it, and it's again, it's Elvis all over again.
Right.
Like he didn't say that, but I'm just using that as an example. But
Yeah. I don't know. I could see that to a point. Woke. I don't know I don't know the etymology of where that came from. Did I use that word right? Fuck yes, I'm smart.
you did.
But the Karen thing. Now I never heard Karen specifically, but I've known people for years that'd be like, oh, she's such a, they'd be like, oh, fucking Sandra in the office, like really basic bitch white names, and use those as a derogatory thing. But specifically Karen, I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know.
From
I read an article about it last week, and about halfway through, I was like, all right, fuck, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
No. But I will say my apathy has grown tremendously over the last few weeks. I'm proud of I'm almost back to like previous levels of hatred for everyone. Yeah. Yep. I almost cared for a little while, and I fucking.
You
don't
started
anymore.
drinking a lot more, so
I'm really not drinking that much.
Come on, how many times have you been shit-faced or borderline shit-faced over the last month compared to the previous?
Once.
Bullshit.
And that was when I had that. Well, not counting here.
I'm not counting here either.
Yeah, shit-faced once.
I said shit-faced or borderline shit-faced.
Once.
You were texting me from work about how.
That's the one time.
This past weekend. I
drank a good bit. I didn't get shit-faced or almost shit-faced.
You texted me and said you got shit-faced.
When? Oh,
Let's
never mind.
see.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to look it up.
Yeah.
All right. That's twice in the last month.
It wasn't shit-faced. But in all fairness, I didn't drink that much. It was hot and walking, and I did.
All right. Excuses.
No.
Excuses.
I'm saying I didn't drink heavily that
got
night.
you. Okay.
Yeah. It was enough to feel like shit the next day, though. That's for sure.
I got you.
Yep. Yeah, total drinks that night, I had 5 over the course of 5 hours, and I felt like fucking shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
5 drinks over 5 hours?
Yeah.
And you felt like shit the next day?
Yeah. I mean, a couple of those were doubles. I mean, they weren't like single drinks, but... and at one point, the bartender poured me like a glass completely full to the top, but...
Oh, yeah? What was it?
Tullamore.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least you're drinking good stuff.
Right. But yeah, no, comparatively speaking, I am drinking much more than I was. By the way, I've been watching this, and the angle that I sit with this fucking camera on,
I know.
I look like a fat piece of garbage, but I don't worry about it enough to turn towards you.
Well, so because we've been doing this a little over a year now.
Oh, I've gotten fatter.
No, you haven't. Bear with me.
I always do.
I saved a photo that came up on a timeline from a year ago, earlier this week, just for one, to see how far we've come from our setup.
Right.
So that's the first thing.
Speaking of how far we've come, I almost came in my own face again today.
Did you?
Oh, dude, I came everywhere. There were puddles beside the bed. I came so fucking much.
But I think you look fatter a year ago than you do now.
Oh, absolutely.
See,
Yeah.
you said you've gotten fatter.
I feel fat. Well, this angle, I think, because
I
I'm
got you.
tilted
Well,
towards
it's a different angle, which we didn't video
right.
anything.
And I have terrible posture, and I kind of slump over like a little Buddha guy, and so all of my fat is on display for the fucking camera.
Yeah, but look at the setup, though.
Yeah.
Like we've come a long way from that
have
setup.
come
I
a long
mean,
way. And that
and
shit
that
chair.
was we were drinking the Liquid Death and the Ray and Nephew overproof rum.
Yeah.
In that
Now,
photo.
I will say that when we started getting into the big time, is when we bought our fucking hopo chairs. That was our
think so?
first
Yeah, that
big
was-
upgrade.
yeah.
I bought this table.
Yep.
And
And
we
we
bought
got
and you
some
bought the
chairs in.
chairs, and
Yep.
then from then, like it's been nothing but fame and fortune for us, buddy.
So, and then the thought is, because I can't reach it, so it doesn't matter. I bought some. Yeah, that's how fat I've gotten.
That's why I stopped masturbating.
So we got a video switcher,
Yep.
so that we can try to broadcast live on Twitch or whatever,
It would
multiple
just
places.
require getting Gabe to commit to being here.
That's the thing. We'll have to get a third person in here right now. Gabe is saying he'll do it, but so
I don't believe that. I'm going to be honest
we'll
with you.
see when it happens.
I think if Gabe has an open night with nothing else going on, yes, Gabe will do it.
well,
but if-
right now the bars are only open till 10, so it's not like
doesn't
he's going to be going anywhere anyway. So
If he can get pussy over coming here and pushing some buttons, he's going to go get pussy.
why can't he do both
I didn't say he couldn't.
at the same time? I don't care what he does in that general area.
Okay.
As long as he switches the camera at the right time. So I don't know. That's just coming in the hopefully near future, but coming in the future will be.
Yeah.
You can watch us live if you want to.
Yeah.
Why you'd want to, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll have also
be good.
better angles on the video that goes up on YouTube. So
I want a bottom up video.
do you?
I want it to be the equivalent of like
So you mount a camera to the table that's looking up at you?
yeah.
I don't need that
'cause I
camera
wanna
angle on me.
No, because it would be the podcast equivalent to the porn angle when it's just like asshole and ball sack pounding into a fucking hole.
think so?
Like that's what that is. The one that nobody really wants, but somehow
Sure.
is like half of every fucking porn.
Well, we had talked about mounting cameras to the mic stands across at each other, but I think we both hit our mic stands too much for that.
I don't hit my mic stand ever.
You just hit it while you were doing that
No,
just
I
a moment ago. I move mine a lot. Like
You do move
if I
yours,
get
yeah.
more comfortable sitting back here, I'll pull it toward me this way. If
I move my
lean
body.
forward, I'll
That's
move
why
it.
I keep my abs
Sure.
engaged.
That's how what it is. I can't tell.
I haven't been to CrossFit in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I thought you didn't do CrossFit.
I don't. There's a gym that has CrossFit that I go to.
Sure. All right. Mm-hmm. Is that Ben?
I haven't been.
Ben.
I haven't been.
No, I know you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's a different gym. There's 2 of them.
Sure. I got you. But have you done anything with Ben?
Been where?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I haven't.
Speaking of Ben,
I haven't done
Ben's
anything
gonna,
with Ben.
as of right now, he's gonna be on with us
Yeah.
next week.
I think
Gabe
this-
and his girlfriend were supposed to be in here tonight, like you said earlier. But regardless,
Fucking, I can't believe he knows Jared Scott. That fucking shit
yeah,
angers
yeah.
me.
We need to get Jared to.
I need to get better friends with people that'll start like letting me use them for their connections.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe if we get Ben drunk enough.
maybe you didn't shit on Don every time he came in.
I don't shit on Don. I love Don. Don fucking, he texted me the other day. I made some comment and he was like, "Hey, fucking dick bag." And I was like, "We don't know each other that well, Don." we do.
So, I scammed a scammer this week.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
waiting on the story.
Yeah. So, and it was they were not a good scammer
Right.
because I was able to get money out of them.
You actually got money from us?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like where this is going.
So I saw this ad on Facebook or something, I don't know. But it was like, hey, test our camera out for free. We'll give you the camera free. You test it and leave a review.
Okay.
And I said, that's interesting. I'll look into it. So I click on the link. I go to it. The link takes me immediately to Facebook Messenger, which immediately connects you to the people or whatever. And I get a message from them. And it explains everything. And as they're explaining everything, and this was late at night, and I was just like, all right, I'll look into it tomorrow because I didn't want to deal with it and planned on leaving it at that. Well, the next night I get another message from him. Hey, man, did you look at that? Which then made me think, oh, I'm actually messaging with a real person.
Right.
So I was like, no, explain to me exactly what I have to do. And it was go to Amazon, give me a screenshot showing that you actually have an Amazon account.
Okay.
So I found a screenshot that doesn't give away any personal information outside of my Amazon name and sent that to them. Like, all right, now search these keywords and find our camera. This is what will tell you is our camera. And then give me a screenshot showing that you searched those keywords and where that camera is in there.
Okay.
All right, fine, whatever. I'll do it. That's quick and easy. And they say, okay, now add that camera to your cart and then add a couple of more items that are similar or whatever and send me a screenshot that it's added to your account, that it's added to your cart. Fucking, I don't care. I'm doing nothing. This is like 10:30 at night. I'm doing nothing.
I'm just going to go ahead and say, though, first of all, this is a lot of fucking steps for trying something out. But continue.
I don't care. It paid off in the end.
I know. No, yeah.
So I do that. And I just added like the camera and like an HDMI cable or something. I don't remember what it was. Yeah. And I sent to them like, okay, so just purchase those items. And then once you purchase them, give me a screenshot showing that you've bought them and I'll refund you the money.
Okay.
And my immediate thought is, all right, there's the catch.
Right.
There's the catch. And I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not buying your.
Right.
I'm not paying to review your equipment.
And then trusting you
right.
to
I'm
give
not
me
paying
money.
to review your equipment. I tell you what, this is how much your camera is. Send the money to my PayPal account, and I'll buy it. And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And they said, I need your PayPal information. And I said, well, I'm not giving you that. So I went and got the generic link you can get from PayPal, and I gave them that so that there's no way they can access my account. And they're like, okay, so just give me a minute and it'll be there. And then all of a sudden I get a pop-up from PayPal that they sent me. It was like $38. Yeah. Not a lot, but $38. All of a sudden PayPal pops up on my phone. Hey, Asian Letters sent you $38.
Okay.
And I went, holy shit, I just got them to give me money.
Are you sure that's a scam, though?
Hold on.
Okay.
So then I go back, and I read through the comments of it, and I have plenty of people saying it's a scam, plenty of people saying it's a good camera. Who knows what's true and what's not anymore. So I go, then they messaged me, it was like, all right, I sent you the money. And I was like, okay. And then I just went radio silent on them for about 30 minutes or so. And I kept getting messages like, hey, I need to know when you buy that camera. Hey, I need to know. I need a screenshot showing you bought that camera. And so I finally, in an effort to go to sleep, just messaged and said, hey, I got an email from work. I'm working on work stuff. I'll take care of it tomorrow. And then I left it at that. And the next day, I got a message from them saying, hey, I need that screenshot of your order number so that I can put that in my records. And I was like, yeah, I'm just real busy. I'll get you later. And then I got
as of right, I'm not going to interrupt you. Well, I'm going to interrupt you because I want to hear the payoff.
Sure.
But as of now, just to point out to anyone listening, it sounds like you just stole $38 from someone.
Okay. I mean, I'm willing to accept that.
Okay.
So today I bought 2 cameras that we're going to use for the podcast. They're not the cameras that this company was selling. They're just some other cameras. But you can see here where, it's $31. I'm sorry. You can see here where I had $31 added to my account the other day. And then today I used the scammer's money to buy 2 other cameras for us to use for the podcast. Yes. So
did you send them that?
No.
Oh.
I'm just leaving them alone. I haven't gotten a message from them in about 2 days.
Then how do you know they're scammers?
How do I know they're scammers? Because there's a lot of people out there saying that they are, and then there's some other people saying that they're not.
What do
but
the people
regardless,
say that they're scammers, other than just saying that they're just scammers? Because you might have just stolen fucking $40 from a legitimate business trying to grow their following.
Well, that's what they get for the coronavirus.
Yeah, I mean, like you literally.
So they just bought us 2 cameras.
Okay,
so
you should have just taken the screenshot of that because you don't see what kind of cameras they are, and just
it does in the screenshot. It tells you that in your order. It tells you what you got. So
Well, what would stop? You could make a fake one and send it to them. They would never know the difference.
Yeah, you could.
Either way,
I don't
want
wanna
to
go through all that, no.
You went through all that other shit.
No, I didn't have to do anything for that.
Okay.
I don't have to make a fake picture or whatever.
Okay.
But regardless,
I'm not even saying doing it in a good way. I'm just saying like take a picture of an Amazon thing, just like cut out the leather and just lay it over the top of it and see how it works.
work. That's more work than I want to do.
That's fair.
I would rather just take their
you might
take their yen and buy a camera.
You might have legitimately just crashed some like poor immigrant's business.
They're not an immigrant.
They might be.
No.
How do you know?
Well, if they're an immigrant, they should have sent it to me in English. I don't know.
Well, there's actually a huge influx of that type of shit on Instagram and on Facebook. I've never heard of the free things, but or they'll give something free, just pay the shipping, whatever, like products, and they always come from China. And they're like the commercials will be like really slick, or the website, and you buy it, and it's like, oh, it'll be there in 9 weeks.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not.
Like I bought something the other day. Well, it was a few months ago. And it was legit. I mean, they didn't scam me, but it took like 3 months to get what I ordered.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Amazon has spoiled me to quick deliveries.
Yeah.
Like Amazon Prime is the best shit ever.
I ordered my daughter something today, and it's going to be there tomorrow, and I just got Prime.
Okay.
I didn't even pay
Well, that's
for
what
it.
I did. So I ordered those cameras today, and they'll be here Monday.
Yeah.
I don't ever get Sunday deliveries from it. But I don't understand why they would even offer. So Amazon offers every time, it's like, well, we can package your things all together, and you'll get it like 2 days later than Prime.
I'm like, no, send me all
No,
the
I pay for Prime. I don't care if it takes. I don't care if I get 5 packages the same day.
No, exactly.
I don't care. It's nothing. It's just going to a landfill. What do I give a shit?
Right, exactly. Dude, I'm the exact same way. Like, break it up into as many as you need to. I just want my shit as soon as I can get it.
I pay for Prime.
I do that, and then I cross my fingers that the shit I'm wanting the most comes in first. But
Yeah.
so I was livid. I had, dude. So this last Sunday, the day before I was going to Texas, I ordered some shit that I didn't need for my trip, but would have made my trip much easier. The travel aspect of it, and some tools I could have used, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And a Pelican case that I was supposed to get to bring my shit in. So I got the thing that said, okay, it's going to be delivered. It was Amazon Prime. So it'll be delivered on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, sweet. So some other shit I could use to wrap up before I left on the trip. And it was getting delivered to work because it was shit for work. So I went into the work. I got the thing on Sunday that says out for delivery at like 8:05. I was in the office by 8:15. Like I got up and went straight there. And I was like, okay, I'm going to wait on the package so I can get it. And I was like, but I got shit to do so I can work. So I work, and time goes by. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. It still says out for delivery, and I'm checking it like fucking regularly, out for delivery. I was like, okay. I had another package that was coming in from my personal account that got delivered to my house by the U.S. Postal Service, just like this was supposed to be. So I was like, okay, it got there. It'll be here soon. Waited, working all goddamn day. And I was tired. I had to leave the next day. Fucking 5 o'clock rolls around, and I get a notification. Your package could not be delivered, or delivery attempt was made. We will hold this for pickup. And I was like, what the fuck? And the timestamp on where they drop back off, it was 1 fucking o'clock p.m. This was 5:30 p.m. when I got this notification. And when I checked it earlier, it didn't come through. So evidently they just fucking hit send at the end of the guy. I was fucking livid. So I had to leave without any of my shit. I couldn't go and pick it up in the morning because the post office doesn't open at 8 o'clock. And that's the shitty thing about Sunday delivery. You can't go and pick anything up. They have to bring it out. So what happened is it either didn't get loaded on the truck at all in the morning, or the fucking lazy piece of shit postal worker fucking was like, I'm not carrying that shit. And there was like 6 boxes. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And they fucking left. Either way, God damn it, I wasted a whole fucking day before I had to leave to get a package that they said would be delivered. And the thing is, because it's the goddamn federal government, there's fucking recourse.
Did you call them and complain?
I tried to.
Yeah.
And you know who
What'd that do for you?
You know, there's no one to talk to.
I'd like to speak to President Trump.
No, like I called him in. Well, I figured I was going to try to figure out if they could forward it to my hotel.
Sure.
Since they didn't deliver when they said they were going to. And all it went is, due to coronavirus, things are taking longer to ship. And then it
Yeah.
would hang up on you. There is no way to get through. And they won't connect you to a local post office. You can only talk to the 1-800 number.
Oh, yeah, you got to do some searching to find the local post office number.
But regardless of any of that, I was just pissed because it said it's out for delivery. And it said, oh, we tried to deliver it. I was like, you motherfuckers did not. I've been here all goddamn
Maybe they
day.
pulled up and the door was locked.
I have Ring, and I had a motion alerts set.
At work? I mean,
Yes.
at home or at work?
At work.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the Ring app, and so anytime there's motion, somebody walks up, that motherfucker goes off all the time. Nothing. Not one.
Maybe they tried to deliver to the back door.
I have one there too.
Maybe it was a
both
side
doors.
door. I don't know.
There's no side doors. I'm just saying, those motherfuckers, and I was so livid because I could not do anything about it. Yeah. Like, I've had Amazon, I've had FedEx, I've seen the FedEx guy fucking park in front of my house, stop, and then fucking leave, and then get a thing later that says, could not deliver, no one was home. And I'm like, you fucking cunt. He didn't want to get out of his fucking car. But then I can call him back, hey, this is supposed to be delivered, and I can get my shipping refunded if I paid any or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Not with the fucking post office. And people are wondering why people want to defund the fucking hemorrhaging cash pig that is the goddamn U.S. Postal Service.
Right.
I've hated him for years, and that was icing on the cake. I was like, I hope they defund you motherfuckers, and I hope half you assholes lose your fucking pension. Not the ones that already have it, but the ones that are getting ready to retire.
Why stop there? Why not take it from the ones that have it already?
I don't know.
All right.
Because I rely on government money. I don't blame them either.
Well,
It's not even that. It infuriates me when any business of any kind cannot be held accountable for not doing their job.
That's the thing. That's why I like private business so much more than
Absolutely,
government funded shit.
Even with Amazon. Now, that's one reason why UPS and FedEx has estimated delivery date.
Yeah.
But then the day of, if it says out for delivery, unless some shit happens, like, it's going to get there. And if it doesn't, then you have recourse.
Yeah.
Either refunded shipping, or I know with work sometimes if something comes in a day later, they will overnight it to wherever the person is. Like, because it's just good business practice to take care of your fucking customers.
Right.
Anyway. But yeah, I hate
not the government.
I hate not having recourse. I hate not being able to, like, to be able to at least find, even if it's a not satisfactory resolution, at least something to be done to placate my rage.
Sure. No, I understand that. That's the thing. That's why that's why I want the government with their hands in less things.
Absolutely.
I want smaller government. It's just small as you can get it, where they and them still do what they're supposed to do, not what they've decided to do.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that I don't like private sectors being involved in, and one is prisons, because then it just behooves the business to have more prisoners. But I also don't like that in Knox County, Knox County, our traffic lights are all owned and operated by a private company.
I know the traffic
light cameras. That's what I meant. The cameras are owned and operated
because
by a
it's the only
private
legal
company.
way they can have them.
Well, but it behooves that company to give more tickets.
Right, but you don't have to pay them.
You don't have to pay them, but it's still, I mean, even that is wasting the taxpayers' money, because our government's paying that company to do whatever. And they're just writing more tickets and sending out more paperwork and things like that. It's ridiculous. I don't like private businesses being involved in that.
I don't believe we pay them to be here. I think it's like a percentage type of deal. I think it's a contract.
Then there's got to be a lot of people out there paying those tickets.
Oh, absolutely there are.
Then I need to go hold a sign up on a corner that says you don't have to pay.
I've talked to
these
several
tickets.
people that have paid those,
It's
and I told them
insane.
you don't have to. They're like, oh, yes, you do. I'm
No,
like,
you don't.
No, you fucking don't. Read the bottom of the fucking ticket.
Wait till you get a letter from the law agency or whatever that sends you saying that you owe this to haven't paid it, and it says in plain writing on there, this cannot affect your license or your credit.
Right.
And it's like, then why are you wasting your fucking money sending this to me?
It's essentially a legal scam. That's exactly what the fuck it is.
It's a scare tactic, for one, to send it from a law office. I mean, it is to
But to imply you have to do something you do not have to do in order to extract money is a fucking scam.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a word for it.
Oh, yeah?
A fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fraud.
Or scam.
Or scam. Or scrawd.
Yeah.
Fram.
Okay.
Jesus. Anyway, I fucking hate that shit. I understand that government is There's
serve a
use for it.
purpose.
Yes, it serves a
But
purpose.
they've overstepped their bounds for too long.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
For too
about
long.
200 years.
200 years, right?
Some odd year, 240 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
anyway,
Yeah.
so you were in Dallas all week. I know we
was.
talked a little bit about it earlier.
Got to stay at a fucking fancy ass hotel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. The Adolphus.
Adolphus.
I think it's a Marriott property. It's a 4 or 5 star hotel there. It's pretty fucking.
How was Dallas? I haven't been to Dallas
I
in a while.
fucking hate Dallas.
Yeah.
It's a shithole town.
What about Fort Worth? You like that?
No.
I was in Fort Worth a couple of years ago, and it's like I ate some great food there.
Oh, yeah,
like their barbecue is insane out there. Yeah. But other than that, it's just fucking miserable hot and a lot of traffic.
Yeah, a lot of traffic, and like I was right across because there's AT&T Plaza. It's this big where the AT&T headquarters and shit is, and I was working there, and so it's super convenient because the hotel's directly across from the workplace. But I was working like 18-hour days, so I didn't get to do a whole fucking lot. But
it's interesting how that number grows every time you say it. Like earlier, you were like 12 to 14-hour days, and then it was 16.
I can show you my time clock.
I don't care. I just noticed that it changes every time.
It has changed. Well, see, okay. I had an 18-hour day, I had a 16-hour day, and I had a 14-hour day. So that was.
I gotcha.
So I shouldn't say plural.
16-hour days.
Yeah.
That's
if you average it. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that.
Okay. Yep. I don't care how many hours a day you work. As long as you show up here on Saturday, we're fine.
I'm going to start texting you like the day of. I go, oh, man, I got some plans I forgot about.
Won't bother me. I can come on here and fire up the mics and I can get plenty out of you. So.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gay, so stick your ass up against my dick. Oh, dude, you could do a whole podcast of just shitty clips you've
tapping that front butt.
Exactly. You get a whole fucking podcast just talking to my. It'd be better than Hunter's interview.
I could.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to do?
I'll always be on that dick.
I like it. It's perfect. I'm digging this tequila.
Okay.
I wish I had a chaser right now, but
yeah,
it's so good. But we're gonna have some magical drinks on the second half.
Are we?
Yeah. You're gonna fucking. It's like mouth cum in a good way.
Like mouth cum.
Yeah. Not like cum in your mouth, like your mouth coming.
Okay.
And that's the
Okay.
remnants. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I got you.
Orgasm in your mouth.
Well,
not orgasm into your mouth.
So, speaking of making
Orgasms.
a drink, no, not orgasms. Making a drink,
could
because
also
I'll
be
forget
from
this.
orgasms.
I'll forget this later. I mean, I did write it down, but I'll probably forget to look at it. Especially if my mouth's going to come as much as you say, I'm going to forget about it. But we're
Full on lip squirts.
take a drink and just be like,
Oh God.
oh God. So we're looking for a bartender. Somebody that could come in for an episode or mixologist. I don't care either way.
Oh, as
long
a
as you
guest.
know what the hell you're doing as a
I
guest.
thought you meant like a full-time bartender for the podcast.
No, that would be amazing. What do you pay? We pay in advertising.
And by that,
we will say your name.
And by that, we'll be like, God damn it, Michael, this is fucking not good.
So we want someone that's good that can come in here and actually make a good martini.
Okay.
I've had a martini in my life, 2 martinis in my life, and both of them were shit.
Right. Or maybe just martinis suck.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard enough people talk about a martini, and it sounds like there's so much goes into it, and it's really not a lot of ingredients, but that it sounds great. So we thought we'd dress up, we'd bond it up a little bit with a martini and wear suits in here and have a bartender make us martinis, but interview the bartender as well. But
I'm gonna come in a spacesuit. Like you
Jesus
just said suits or a track suit.
As long as it's not your birthday suit.
Come on now. Come on now.
I thought you'd like that.
We could do a naked episode.
We could. We basically did with you getting waxed.
I was the only one naked though. It ain't much.
That sounds like a great party. So I don't know. Anyone in the Knoxville area, or anyone if they want to travel to Knoxville to be on, is fine
They
as
can
well.
stay at your house.
In the Knoxville area, yeah. I mean, I got chairs out there on the patio. I give them a pillow and blanket.
Right, man.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus bonus points if you consider yourself a mixologist, so we can mock you the entire.
If you consider yourself a mixologist, I don't give a shit. But if you're actually a mixologist, that's
again,
fine.
I will.
You
Dude,
can mock them all you want. Have you ever actually had a mixologist make you a drink
Yes.
that they concoct themselves?
Yes.
It's great.
but here's the thing:
Okay.
a mixologist
Yes.
is the bar equivalent of a fucking DJ now. Because a good bartender at like a high class thing has always done the shit. It was a lost art for a while, and the mixologist thing brought it back.
Mixology is different than bartending, though.
Depending
A
on
lot
how
of
far you want to get into the
mixologists
art
are
of it.
bartenders, but
I know that. But I'm talking about the creation of custom drinks and building that shit was something that bartenders did at one point in our glorious history. And then that kind of subsided because they just fucking threw beers and whiskey and shit at.
sure. But there's a lot more chemistry that goes into mixology than ever went into bartending back in the day.
I get that. But there's a lot more technology.
So you admit
and-
you're wrong?
No, I'm saying there's a lot more technology and shit that goes into being a fucking DJ now than there used to be.
Sure, but a DJ has always been pushing a button.
No. I'm talking fucking DJ scratching records, knowing the BPMs of an entire fucking catalog of records.
Sure, I understand
to
that.
throw them
But
together. That's a DJ.
There was another title for them.
What are you talking about? What?
I can't remember what it is now, but there was another title for them.
I'm talking about a classic DJ.
Okay. Like Casey Kasem?
No,
No.
like a radio
Rick Dees?
DJ.
Oh, my bad. No, anyway.
Like the guy with the Bloodhound Gang.
I just, sure, or the Limp Bizkit's DJ.
All I'm saying is I get that there's a lot of skill that goes into being a mixologist,
Sure.
a real, actual mixologist.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I want
But-
either a real actual mixologist or a bartender. I don't want a crossover of the two.
okay.
I want a legit mixologist. Because if you come in here and go, look, I can make you a martini, but I can make some other shit that's going to blow your fucking mind, then I'm going to go, fuck it, blow my mind. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
that's fine. That would be great to have somebody come in and just, we don't know what they're giving us.
Yeah.
They're just going to serve us up something that's been roofied, and then we're going to wake up tomorrow and be like,
Close your eyes and
God,
open
I
your
hope,
mouth.
hope that's a good episode.
The thing you used to, or that not you personally, but like you used to say as a kid, they would be like, open your mouth and close your eyes, and I will give you a big surprise.
Sure.
I'm like, that has whole different connotations
Yes,
as an
it does.
adult.
I'm sure it had the same connotation back then. We just didn't know it.
No, right? Yeah, we borrowed it.
Yeah,
From
somebody's
something.
skeevy uncle came up with that.
Right.
So
Probably, probably me,
probably your uncle.
my uncle. Yep.
Yeah. Well, so I'm excited to try this drink.
Ranch water.
Excited is not the right word.
I'm telling you, dude, it's fantastic, and I know you well enough.
I'm somewhere between excited and apprehensive.
Well, here's the thing, though. I know you well enough that no matter how much, like, if you hate it, you're going to tell me. But no matter how much you love it, if you do, you're going to be like, it's okay.
No, I'll be honest with you on a drink.
Okay.
I will.
Okay. We'll see.
There's some things I won't be honest with you about because it's a better effect. It's a better reaction. But no, if this blows my mind, then I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
It blew my mind, but not in a mixologist type of way.
Sure. Is it better than a pickleback?
It's different, but it's as good.
Is it better though?
That's comparing.
I know you
two
said
different-
it's as good,
It's
but-
comparing two different things.
Okay, fine.
It's like that would be like saying is
A sour ale better than a pilsner?
sour ale better than IPA.
Yeah, I hate IPAs.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Don't compare beers. Say somebody that likes beer and likes whiskey, comparing the fucking two of them. They're both very different experiences. You could say you like whiskey better than beer or beer better than whiskey, but you say
is it like comparing intercourse and a blowjob?
no.
No, it's not. Okay.
No. It's like comparing having sex to winning.
Finger banged in the butt. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought.
Well, for you though, you're indifferent for a lot of sex shit. Like if you would just assume like enjoy a really good TV show and a beer, then go through the effort of having sex.
No,
sometimes.
that's absolutely not true. I think most people our age occasionally have that moment where like, I could watch
I
another
know.
episode of Community, or I could go in there and get sweaty and maybe throw my back out.
Right. So anyway, point being, and I'm not thinking of any good comparisons, but they're two very different drinking experiences.
Okay. But if you had to pick one, what are you picking?
To drink consistently. Okay, to get fucked up.
If I
Picklebacks.
set them both in front of you,
I'm drinking both. Goddammit.
No. You can only have one, and we're neither getting fucked up nor there's no stipulations
Just to
on it.
have one?
You can only have one of them.
Branch water
Okay.
or ranch water. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, just for the shot of like shooting some whiskey and like having a good time, fucking here's the way to compare it for me.
Okay.
Well, bar, hanging out, drinking, having fun, fucking picklebacks all day. Chilling on the back porch by the pool, fucking or talking bullshitting outside, fucking ranch water all day.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
What?
we did picklebacks on vacation. Me and my brother Dave and Gabe and then my brother Will. Right. Actually, I think...
Which, if you're listening and you're stupid and you don't know what a pickleback is, actually, I didn't until I was like in my 30s. But it's a shot of any type of whiskey, but preferably shit bourbon is what I prefer.
Yeah. Jack Daniels, Evan
That's
Williams.
not a bourbon. God damn it.
No,
God damn it.
I just like
I
to
know.
say that shit
You're a
to
fucking
you.
asshole and fuck you. And I only say that because there are too many goddamn people in this world that
I know.
fucking... Okay. Anyway, so all it is, and it's dill pickle juice, a shot glass of it, and you take the fucking
Have you
shot
ever
of
tried it
bourbon.
with sweet pickle juice?
Oh, no, but that would probably be fucking
No,
awful.
it wouldn't. I hate... I thought you said awesome.
No,
okay,
awful.
Yeah, I hate sweet pickles.
Yeah.
So
No, I do too that, and fucking people eat bread and butter.
That's
Like,
fucking-
why? Why?
it's like... It's like people that want to eat cereal, but they eat Cheerios. Not Honey Nut Cheerios, just Cheerios. I'm like, what's the fucking point?
I like regular Cheerios. But I also put like...
Is your heart healthy?
No, but I also put a fuck ton of sugar on them.
Then it's not
Still-
regular Cheerios.
But I like them better than Honey Nut Cheerios. No, it's the difference between like really liking swallowing cum and letting somebody shit in your mouth. Like that's the two difference. Like, because there's some people that I know it doesn't matter.
Anyway, dill pickle juice and bourbon.
Yeah.
The shittier the better.
You take the shot of the bourbon, follow it with a fucking
Immediately
shot of pickle
follow
juice.
it with a shot of pickle
and
juice.
it's fucking magical.
Don't talk about how great the bourbon is.
No.
Just immediately shoot the pickle juice.
Yeah. And that's one
It is
reason to get
great.
the shitty fucking bourbon, because then you're like, oh, you want the fucking pickle juice behind it.
That's the first time I saw my daughter like drink was a pickleback.
You're
Like,
welcome.
I had seen her have a sip of something. Before we let her have a sip of wine or champagne or whatever here and there, but I was talked into allowing her to try a pickleback, and she threw that shit back like a champion
Yeah.
at like 14 years old.
Yeah. I don't know who talked you into that.
Yeah, but I think it was you and Gabe and my wife.
Yeah, we were like, just let her do one.
They're all
It'll
like,
be fine.
one. I'm like, fine. They did.
I
You're
thought
right.
She was like 15 or some shit like that. 15 or 16.
It would have. I'm trying to think. It would have
'Cause
been
it was
between.
at your other house here.
Yes, it would have been between 2015. It would have been between August 2015 and January 2018,
Right.
which would have put her at 14 to 16 years old.
Yeah.
So somewhere in there.
Yeah. But
So-
I was impressed because, like, did Gabe and Matthew take one too? I don't
Matthew
remember.
wasn't there. Gabe was there, and he took one.
And Gabe liked it, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, Gabe was drinking age
but he,
at that
but he
point.
also had the regular reaction to whiskey, what most people do, like a little bit of a type of thing. And then Olivia threw that shit back. Didn't even make a face. She just goes, "It's pretty good."
Yeah.
And that was it.
But I'll be honest with you, and I've asked her because what does she have to lose now if she could just tell me the truth? What am I going to do to her? But like, she'd never done any drinking before, aside from the sip here and there. It's like she was fucking built for this shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
you should be proud.
I am, but also a little scared.
Yeah,
So
I'm legit amazed by this tequila. Like
amazed is a little bit of a strong word, but it's good.
for me, the reason I say amazed is because I'm not a big tequila drinker. Like
Right.
we've had that other stuff that I thought was pretty good.
Yep.
But usually tequila I have to have mixed. I don't like it straight up.
Yeah.
And I've had this neat and I really fucking like it. So for me, that's amazing.
Yeah, I like a tequila occasionally.
Like
but I
feel
always,
about this how I feel about Ryan Reynolds' gin, about Aviation.
Okay.
Like
I
that-
got you.
that
I
level
like
of it-
aviation more than this.
I do too. But I mean, in response to liking a particular type of alcohol more
Sure.
than I thought I would.
Yeah, it's good. I'm surprised because most celebrity alcohols are not
Well, it's like,
good.
I'm indifferent on gin. Like it's not my favorite. Whatever, it's okay. Ryan Reynolds gin is fucking fantastic. It blew my mind how good it was. And this, like, I did not expect. I heard people talk this up.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple decent tequilas. I've had a few fucking expensive ass tequilas.
Yeah.
And this is as good. I'm surprised. We've had the conversation that most celebrity alcohols are fucking garbage.
Right, most. Yeah.
This
I can
lives
only
up to
think of
what it
two
is.
that are good.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds' Aviation Gin and this.
Yeah, and this lives up to it. So I didn't expect to like it as much as I did.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not blown away, but it's good.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere just a minute ago, and I can't remember where what was.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh well.
So,
All
but
right.
the best part of this. So, have you flown since coronavirus?
No.
Oh Jesus Christ!
No.
Thank the fucking gods in the ocean that you
Now,
have.
my daughter flew once, flew down to vacation, but that's it.
It's a fucking nightmare.
I-
And
I've
have you ever
heard.
flown? Have you flown in and out of DFW?
Yes.
They never have fucking PreCheck open. There'll be a line out the goddamn door, and there's no fucking PreCheck. I'm like, fuck you guys.
It's almost like
Why do I pay for PreCheck?
that's what I was gonna say. It's almost like you should have to have PreCheck open.
Well, most places, if they don't, Knoxville does this from time to time. They give you a card for expedited screening, so you're still in the regular line, but you don't have to take your fucking laptop out, and you can leave your shoes on. So basically, the same thing as a PreCheck, but you're still in line with everybody else.
Right.
And sometimes you still have to go through the body scanner, but most time they have a separate metal detector. They don't do that there. You go through the shit like so. I went through. I had to take them with the fucking shoes off, the belt off, all the shit you would normally have, like the fucking porous have to do when they go through the fucking TSA pre-check line. But it's infuriating because they're rude about it. Like I walked up.
TSA sucks ass.
Right. Well, I walked up, and this guy I don't think was even TSA. It was like some airport personnel. And I was like, "Hey, where's the pre-check line?" He goes, "We don't have a pre-check line today." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "You can go over there." And I was like, "I'm not even fucking being aggressive with you, dude.
Right.
Like I'm just asking."
It's Texas.
Where it
though.
is. Right. And then and the thing said expedited screening. And so I went up and got a thing. I was like, so I'm pre-checked. I said, I said, the website says that when you don't have your pre-check line open, pre-check guys get expedited screening. He was like, yeah, we don't do that anymore. You need to get over there and get in line, sir. And I was like, all right. I actually said brah just to be an asshole. I was like, all right, brah.
It's Texas, man. Everything's bigger in Texas, including shit ass attitudes.
Oh my God. I was
Yeah.
pissed. And it's not even. I understand if shit's closed. If it was a small airport, they don't have pre-check. Fine. But I was like, God damn it, this is DFW. This is a fucking huge fucking airport.
Everyone going west just about has to go through that airport.
Yeah.
Get your
Or
shit
Houston,
together.
that or Houston, pretty much.
Yeah.
And,
Occasionally Denver, but
right.
mostly
And I was
mostly
like, you
DFW.
fucking cunts. And this last time, I
I've
flew
decided I want to have a T-shirt made with your face on it that says, "Pardon me, will I get this bag of dicks out of my
through, I know.
mouth?"
I don't understand it.
If I thought people would buy it, I would, honest to God, make a
That's
T-shirt.
fine.
That says that.
I would wear it.
Yeah.
But anyway, every time I have flown through DFW, they have not had a pre-check line open. And then maybe they open it during the day when I'm not flying through, but
So I almost bought the TSA Pre a year ago, and I just didn't because I didn't have enough time to get it for my upcoming trip, and so I just put it off and didn't do it. And I'm glad I didn't because I'm not traveling this year at all.
it's
so
still worth having, and it's cheaper to renew it. It's like good for 5 years.
sure, I understand that. I'm just glad I didn't because I can put it off till next year or whatever to it. But
Will
have you
will
ever
your company pay
seen
for it?
the people that? No, not the Pre, no. But I don't care. I'll get it when I start traveling again. But have you seen those people that? It's kind of a concierge pre-check thing where it's like you don't go through shit.
The clear?
Yeah, but there's another one as well where they actually have a car like will pick you up and drive you up to the where you go in and shit like that. You go in, I don't even think you have to carry your bags for one of them. I'm thinking of like they'll deliver your bags to where they need to go and get it to the plane. You go and bypass everything. You don't do any screening at all. You've been pre-screened just by buying this service. And you just go through and they'll take you to, I think you get automatic access into like the captain's lounges and shit like that.
Well, that's
And they get-
essentially so it's basically somebody decided, you know what, celebrities have been doing this for a long time. We could fucking make money on this.
Yeah, because it's expensive. It's like $5,000 or $10,000 a year.
I bet I could get my company to pay for it.
Probably. Yeah, probably. So I don't know.
Have you used Clear? Clear's pretty decent, depending
No.
on it's just not in a lot of airports.
No, I remember when TSA Pre people used to randomly get that. Like you'd get your ticket and it would say TSA Pre on it, and you could go through even if you didn't pay for Pre. Because my daughter used to get it all of the time.
Huh.
Yeah, but anyway.
But I know, but like the clear, they do the biometric scanning and you
Yeah.
bypass the line or whatever, and they screen you and you go through just like TSA Pre-Check. But they've done such a good job selling themselves. A lot of times the clear line is longer than the Pre-Check
Yeah.
line. So I pick my poison. I go whichever one's shorter.
So do you have to wear a mask in the airport right now?
100% of the time, from the time you walk
Fucking
in
sheep.
to
You
the time.
fucking lemming.
If you want to get on a plane, you're gonna wear it.
I'm just kidding.
I know, but I have to wear that shit. Yeah, and so like going out, it's fucking 6 hours or 5 hours of wearing a goddamn mask. It's terrible.
Yeah, you have to wear it on the plane too, don't you?
Yeah, 100% over nose and mouth covering.
Well, you're supposed to wear it over your nose anyway when you wear it.
Right, but I'm just saying. But the funny thing is, and this is what I don't understand. I get the concept behind wearing the masks, whatever. Wearing them in public, wearing them on I didn't even get it wearing it on the plane itself.
Yeah.
But what I think is funny is you can go to a restaurant because you obviously can't wear a mask and eat.
Yeah.
So I guess coronavirus won't spread within an eating establishment, and I guess it will only spread after 10 p.m.
Yeah,
And if you're in an
it's
eating
interesting. You have to
establishment.
wear it into the restaurant
And out.
and out, but not while you're at your table.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is when you're talking and running your mouth and probably spitting
Right.
the most fucking food particles out of your mouth anyway.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
I will say though, the one good thing is they're limiting space or limiting the amount of seats being sold on aircraft.
Yeah.
And so you never have anyone sitting beside you.
Which sounds amazing.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the last time I flew, week before last, they wouldn't even have people in the aisle across from each other because it wasn't 6 feet. And they've recently changed that, so you might, if you're on an aisle, somebody might be on the aisle on the other side, but there's still nobody directly beside
Right.
you. And it's fucking wonderful because
It's
I
like flying
always,
first class. It's so great.
I know, I love it so
It's so great.
I upgraded on my way up there last time.
Oh,
with
yeah?
Mine was my own points, but
Still.
yeah.
Oh well. You want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
All right. We'll be back.
Hey, everybody. We'd like to take a minute to tell you about a really cool podcasting app called Stitcher Premium.
Yeah, Stitcher Premium is, like you said, a free app, and they've got everything you could look for: true crime, comedy, pop culture, The Office ladies. I think Conan O'Brien's podcast is on there. There's lots of things on there.
And archives of all those things.
Oh, yeah. And smart lists.
Yeah, the smart list. That's what I was about to say, you fuck. Smart lists basically will watch what you're listening to, or say listen to what you're listening to,
Right.
use some fancy algorithms, and make recommendations on shit that you already like.
Yeah, so if you go to Stitcher.com/premium and use the code B3F, you can get a month free. So it's $4.99 a month or $34.99 if you pay for a full year. But use the code B3F and you'll get a free month.
Check it out.
For the rest of our... Gotta stop before you start recording because I know you'll add it in there.
No. I said you ready. That was
I know.
Oh, gotcha. Stop before I start. Hey, we're
Right.
back.
And we're back.
So I've got the special treat. I've been excited to share this with you. This is what they call a ranch water, and it is just Topo-Chico mineral water with a shot of tequila in it and lime. So cheers, my friend.
Cheers. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's not what I expected it to be.
Okay.
I don't know why I expected that there was going to be quite a bit of sweetness to it.
Yeah. No.
Just the way you described it, I immediately was thinking,
Margarita-esque.
well, I didn't think that until you said that on the break, but I don't know why. I just immediately thought sweet,
Right.
but that is good. That's it's like having an alcoholic Sprite.
Yeah, except not as sweet. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
hard.
not
to,
as
it's
sweet,
hard to
yes.
describe it, but
Yes. I'm gonna put this.
and it's better. The colder the Topo-Chico is, like this is pretty cold. We've had it in the fridge, but like if it's ice fucking cold, like the frosty fucking
Right.
bottle, it's even better. But
Yeah.
man. Ranch water. I was excited to bring my discovery to you here.
Ranch water. So do you think like the cowboys and stuff used to drink this?
I was telling Amanda that I think it's a veiledly racist name.
Really? Why you say that?
Because it's ranch water, and a lot of the ranch hands in Texas are Mexicans. It's made with Topo-Chico, which is a Mexican mineral water, with a shot of tequila in it, which is another
Maybe
Mexican
it's
alcohol.
a tip of the cap to Hispanic culture.
It might be, but being from Texas,
That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like it. It's one of those things.
I mean, maybe if it was colder, I was about to say I don't know that I could drink several of these in a night, but maybe if it was
ice
cold, maybe I could.
Yeah.
So
Or if, a mixologist made it.
sure,
Yeah.
we'll stick that on the ice.
Yeah,
but
like I
anyway.
said, the colder it is, the better. But it is a delightful. And other than tequila, there's 0 fucking calories. Boy, in the lime.
I don't. How much calories are in tequila?
I don't know. 10, 15, 40? I don't fucking know.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
So you had something you said, an article or something like that?
Yes, I do. And it is something I thought might interest you and us, because as much as we both kind of dress like, or at least me especially, like a homeless fucking slob.
Yeah, I do definitely on the weekends.
Yeah. And I'm not a big...
I dress like a Portland homeless person.
Right. And I'm not a big... I don't really like dressing up that much. But...
Okay. Depends on the situation for me.
Right. I still don't enjoy it.
Yeah, I do.
Like, oh, shit. I like how I look in a suit. I think I look pretty fucking dapper. But I like comfort more than I like style. But I believe we both would think of ourselves as having a pretty good sense of style. Like classic style, whatever looks good. Like, we know how to put some shit together if we have to.
So, and to drill down on it a little more or clarify a little more is, I think I have a good sense of style as far as what fits me and my personality. I don't necessarily have my finger on the pulse of what's in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But like men's style is way different than
But I do know
women's
how to
style.
match things. Like I do know how to go and grab a jacket and a shirt or whatever and go, this tie would look good with this or whatever.
Right.
These colors look
But
look
I'm
good
just saying,
together.
like, if you were going to dress sharply, you feel like you have a pretty good sense of style to do so. Because men's fashion doesn't change at like women's does nearly as much. Like a classic suit and tie is a classic suit and tie.
Maybe that, which to me is like, why do they charge us so much more for the clothes? Because they're not changing anything from season to season much.
I mean, I don't know.
But anyway, so I had a girlfriend in middle school. Her name was Leslie. Fuck you very much.
Did she put out?
No, God, no. She broke up with me because she said my clothes didn't match. But what I come to find out is what she thought was matching was your whole outfit had to be the same color. Like your shirt, shorts, pants, whatever, it had to be the same color. That's what.
Well, that
what-
is matching.
It does match, but that's like if you have on a red T-shirt and blue jeans, you match.
Right.
And for her, oh no,
It's the color wheel.
you got to be Jay Leno or red or red jeans.
So this article is from realmenstyle.com, which is actually like a premium style thing. Anyway, this is 25 quick and dirty style tips, simple men's fashion do's and don'ts. So number 1, lay out your clothing the night before. Mornings are hard enough to get the kids out the door, so get ready to fight traffic or get yourself ready and fight traffic to work.
I'm gonna check off how many of these things that I do.
Okay. There are enough decisions to make in a day, so why waste a minute debating on gray versus blue, striped versus solid? What to wear should not be the first thing you have to think of in the morning, so lay everything out so you can just grab and go. Okay? No comments? Or you're just going to comment after?
Well, all right, so I'll comment on that. Like I do that to an extent. Like I decide the night before, this is what I'm wearing the next morning.
Okay.
Now, it's not set in stone. If I wake up and I want something different, I'm perfectly fine with changing that. But
You're
like,
such a bitch.
no, I'm just saying, like, if I wake up and
I just
let's
feel bloated
no,
today.
no,
That's
no,
not
no,
going to look good on me.
no, but let's just say at 6 o'clock in the morning, I remember, oh shit, I've got to do something today, and then I'm probably going to end up working a little harder, like physical work harder, and I don't want to wear a button down today.
Okay.
I want to wear whatever, a light polo.
I like polo.
Because I wear a collared shirt
keep
to
it
work
cash.
every day, right?
Yeah.
So then I will change it, but yeah, I don't consider. I understand the term laying it out is very broad, but like I just hang my shit over the end of the bed and it's there in the morning.
See, for me, if I know I have to get up early as fuck and I don't want to like stumble through the dark finding shit, I'll lay my clothes out the night before. But usually especially now with my job, I wear fucking jeans and a t-shirt or shorts and a t-shirt every fucking day.
Yeah, see, I can't do that.
Right, I know that. But even back when I had to wear a button up and shit, like again, if I had to get up early to keep from waking Amanda up or whatever, I would lay my shit out. But not for a sense of not having to think about it. It was more just so I'm not digging through drawers and shit trying to, find something.
For me, it just saves me the time in the morning, and that's
Yeah.
an extra 3 minutes I can sleep.
Right. Okay, number 2, know how to properly tie a tie, or how to properly wear a tie. Neckties are powerful items. Maybe you've mastered how to tie the perfect knot for work. You really feel good in your life. What else is missing? All that's left is a little dimple found under the knot. A slight fold of fabric adds depth and edge to your whole outfit, especially for elegant ties. The best styles enhance details in the subtlest ways.
It's very subtle.
Right? It comes down to things like the brand of your necktie. Are you going for a classy, refined look, or do you love those quality silk ties offered by places like the Dark Knot, whatever the fuck that is? There's a wide collection to choose from that will best suit your look.
The Dark Knot sounds like a place where they have
That's like an anal bead shop.
runaway kids that they've abducted making ties or something.
See, I immediately thought of a place that sells anal beads.
Oh, I got
Like
you.
rope,
The Dark Knot.
like all natural hemp. Yeah. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I love wearing a tie.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, bow tie or standard tie, skinny or traditional. It doesn't matter. I like a good tie, but I am so anal about the way my knot looks that I've tied the tie multiple
Do you
times.
tie a full Windsor? Do you tie a half Windsor? Like how do you tie a knot?
Either or. Traditionally, I think I go like if I'm just quickly trying to tie it up and get out the door, it's a half Windsor. Really.
Okay.
So, but I'm very picky about my knot. Like I like it to be even, things like that. So
Yeah.
I'll fuck with a tie for a while if I can't get the knot right.
Okay.
But anyway,
See, I look at it as if you're wearing a tie and you tie it in anything but a full Windsor, you're a fucking peasant.
oh yeah,
Like the half Windsor is a drunk.
maybe I'm doing a full Windsor and I'm mixing them up, but I'm pretty sure it's just a half
Yeah,
Windsor.
because like a half Windsor is basically I call it the drunk college kid knot. Like, oh, I got to go to a wedding, so I better throw on a fucking tie, and it's the only way they can learn to tie a tie.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, or like the '80s guys that are coming from work and they look all haggard because they've been wearing their short sleeve accounting shirts all day.
Have you when you tie your ties, do you keep them tied when you take them off?
Depending on the tie,
If I get a perfect knot, I'm not fucking with that.
Right.
I will pull it off and hang
But
it
I
up.
have some ties, like when you get some thicker material ties, it's hard to get because for me it's not just the knot, it's the length, right? You have to have
Yeah,
the good
absolutely
length.
have to.
And I even today, as much as I've tied ties in my life, like it pisses me off, and I'll have to tie a tie fucking 20 times to get the length exactly where it fucking needs to be.
It should be right about your belt line.
Right. Just usually you want the tip touching your belt or the middle, right in that area.
Yeah.
Right at the top.
Generally, you want to be around the belt line.
Right.
Like if it's a touch above or a touch below, that's fine. Although
I've read it's supposed to be in between the belly button and the belt line.
yes, that's what I'm saying. You got that general area. But I'd much rather it be short than long.
Yes.
A long tie looks like somebody that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly.
It looks like you'd put a tie on to go interview for a job at McDonald's.
Have you ever seen somebody that ties a tie so short the back of the tie is hanging below
Yes.
it? It's amazing.
I am so I don't like for the back of my tie to come out from
Right.
behind the tie. And I know you can tuck it into the little loop that's
Right.
back there. But even so, sometimes, depending on how long the tie is, that can come out. I have at times taken the small end of the tie and tucked it into my shirt.
Wow. Why not just get a tie clip? Because they're classy as fuck.
Because I've not found a good tie clip that I like.
Okay, that's fair.
And sometimes tie clips are a little much for what I'm doing.
Okay.
Like for where I'm going or how I'm dressed.
Taking a
It's a
shit.
little much.
Put your tie on. It's your literal business tie.
So when you eat, if you have a tie on, what do you do with your tie?
You tuck it. Tuck it in the shirt.
In the shirt. So I do the same thing, but I've seen a lot of people that flip it over their shoulder.
See, the shoulder flip is for taking a piss.
All right. I'm fine with that as well. But if you can't, your tie is tied too long if you're pissing on it.
No, it's for splashback.
All right. I get
At a
that.
urinal, yeah.
But, and so I'm fine with that. Flip it over your shoulder to take a piss. That's fine. But yeah, when I eat, I unbutton one button and shove the tie in, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
But the thing about flipping it over your shoulder is if you lean to grab something while you're eating, let's say you drop your fork and you got to pick it up, whatever,
Right.
your tie is going to fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do feel like on this that a proper square, like being even, is important.
Yes.
Less important than the little dimple in the front. Like it definitely makes it pop, so to speak. But you can have that perfect dimple, but if the knot's fucking cockeyed, fuck
Yes.
you, you've messed it up.
Yeah. I've at one time I remember tying a tie up and being able to get 2 of those dimples in there, and it looked really good with what I was
like a
wearing.
wave.
But like I said, man, if I can't, I'll tie a tie a million times. I'll be late for where I'm going to get that tie right.
So okay.
You ever tied a actual like a standard necktie for a bow tie?
No.
It's got to, the ones that are super fat on the end don't work. But if you can take a standard necktie and tie it up as a bow tie, it looks badass.
I've never been a big bow tie fan. Like
I like a bow tie.
Like I hate bow ties enough that I will wear a clip-on bow tie. I have no shame in that.
Fuck you, you fucking poser. The only time you should be wearing a bow tie that's like that is if you are wearing a tuxedo in a wedding party where it comes that way.
That's
already.
but that's the only time I wear a tuxedo.
We used to go to a fundraising event for the county that my the place I work, the county that it's in. We held their big fundraiser event in our building because it saved them like 10 grand or something.
Do you own a tux?
I don't own a tux, no. But every year that we went to this event, I would go buy a new jacket. And like one year I wore a maroon velvet jacket, and then the next year I wore a black jacket with small white polka dots on it. The next year I wore a black jacket.
So you're getting excited talking about this.
Yeah, I love doing that shit. I love that kind of black tie
like
affair
if
kind of
I'm
thing.
if I'm going to a black tie, I'm going to wear a jet black, super fucking nice looking tailored suit, but I'm not wearing a goddamn bow tie. Fuck that.
And I wore a bow tie to it. Like I got the jacket I wore the maroon velvet. I got a tie that matched it, a maroon velvet tie. But I had seen ordinarily you can't go wrong with the jet black suit, but I had seen photos from years previous, and people were wearing like UT orange suits and things like that, just kind of whatever. So I thought,
That doesn't sound like
fucking one.
That doesn't sound like much of a black tie event, Joey.
It's a black tie affair, but I got so many compliments on the way. Like people I work with are like, "Holy shit, you know what you're doing!" Like, I'm like, of course I do. I pride myself on knowing how to dress for shit. I mean, if you don't know how to dress for an event, can you really call yourself a man?
No. No, but again, so it comes down to me is not so much about not knowing how to dress as hating certain aspects and refusing to do it.
There's a difference between not knowing how to do it and refusing to do it, though.
So, because like I said, the only time I have worn a tuxedo are to fucking weddings, and I hate it.
Right. Yeah, I've only done it to wedding and prom.
Like
but I mean,
I will invest in a nice ass fucking suit that looks awesome that is still appropriate in a black tie event, but I'm not wearing a goddamn fucking bow tie. Fuck that.
no, I will.
So I know you will.
Yeah, I love a bow tie.
Anyway, now would you wear just like the button-up shirt suspenders with a bow tie, like that fucking hipster bullshit?
I would do that under a jacket. So, and if I took the jacket off or whatever, then I have that on. But no, I for those events that I went to, I have not worn suspenders.
Well, I mean suspenders. I mean like the casual bow tie, so to speak. Yeah.
No.
Like you see the hipsters come in the office, I'll have the polka dot shirt, like, and I say suspenders. It doesn't have to be suspenders. It could be a belt, but like and they'll have the bow tie on with
And
it.
the shirt's untucked.
Not untucked.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes, but I just meant that general, like I call it the business casual bow tie.
No, but I did used to wear a vest semi-regularly, not to work, but like in general.
Okay, we're just at number 3.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Always keep your shirt tucked in. Ever seen the guy who has to tuck in his shirt every 10 times a day? Always distracts everyone by sticking his hands down his pants? Yeah, don't be that guy. When I was in the military, I discovered shirt garters, which saved my life whenever I had to go on forced marches. The quality shirt stays will keep your shirt in place all day, no matter what. These days, you'll find shirt stays garters extremely useful whenever you're rushing to work or sitting down every day. Even though they're unpleasant, awkward at moments, feel like an adult type of wedgies, they're important.
Shirt garters. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look into that.
They fucking suck.
Because I do a lot of physical work. I say 50% of the time I'm doing physical work. my shirt, whether it's a button down or a polo, a lot of times will come untucked in the back, and I am the guy that has to tuck his shirt back in.
Well, if you look at a lot of things from like any old like Bing Crosby videos and shit, like on White Christmas, they're backstage and they're taking stuff off. He is wearing garters, and they had them for two different kinds. One to keep your socks up,
I have a pair of those.
right? And then they have the opposite. They basically, and they pull up and they attach to the bottom of your shirt and they pull. Now we had to wear them in the military for our dress uniforms.
See, I've not seen those. I think I probably knew they existed, but I need to look into that.
Yeah, they're uncomfortable as fuck. I hate them.
Sock garters can be uncomfortable as well, but I bought a pair because
Well, this the pair that I had. They attached to the top of the socks up to your shirt, so they pull them both at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
And again,
one.
that's something I wouldn't mind wearing as much like a formal event, but just every day.
No.
I intentionally buy shirts I don't have to tuck in. Like
No, I
even
mean,
button-ups.
and I tuck. So I wear a tank top under my dress shirt or dress shirt polo. It doesn't matter. When I go to work, I wear a tank top under the shirt. I tuck my tank top into my boxers because my tank tops are bad about coming up out of coming untucked. But they will in turn pull the shirt out as they do that.
Right.
So I'll tuck my tank top into the boxers and then tuck the shirt into the pants.
Okay.
But anyway,
So this one, I don't consider it being a fashion or a style tip as much as I feel like it's kind of part of being an adult male, and that's an own an indestructible DOP kit, meaning like a travel toiletry bag that's got your shit in to keep from spilling your clothes. Again, not a style thing to me. That's just like a common sense
just
thing to
makes
have as an
sense.
adult.
Yeah, it's
Instead of
common
throwing all
sense.
your shit in plastic bags or whatever. Okay, number 5, buy core pieces, not outfits. Do you ever walk into a store and pay close attention to those mannequins? All of the clothes they show off have been decided for them. Do you get the urge to buy whole mannequin's outfit? No, you buy things piece by piece. You're not just aiming for one specific style. The key to smart shopping is to buy core pieces. These are essential items which will work well for interchangeable looks. They determine the factors of all other clothes: fabric, color, pattern, texture, etc.
yep.
Okay.
I do that with the dressier stuff that I buy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of my normal day-to-day stuff is going to go with jeans. So,
Right.
yeah.
I think it depends. If you're buying it depends on what you're buying for. Like, to me, it's important to have at least one fucking made for itself suit. Like a
Sure. No, I
self-contained
agree. I've got 2 or 3 or
three-piece
4 of those.
that you don't like. Your core pieces, maybe your shirt underneath it and shit, but the vest, the pants, the tie, all that
Yep.
shit it's one cohesive fucking
Yeah.
piece.
Now, when I wear suits for work, I don't typically wear a vest for work. But,
Right.
But anyway, yeah, no, I agree with that. I've built whole dress outfits around a tie before. Like if I just see a tie, I'm like, holy shit, I love that tie.
Right.
And I'll go find a jacket and pants that look good with it.
Okay. I find this interesting because all of this is based from like both of us have put out the disclaimer, so to speak, that you might do this for work or for an event, but this is talking about people that dress up like fucking, or like this is how a man should dress all the time, blah, 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 whatever.
I've thought in recent past, like, I kind of wouldn't mind being the guy that when I go to dinner with my wife, even if I'm wearing jeans, that like I put on a sport coat or whatever and a button down. Like, I don't know. It's very, I'm trying to think of some like a TV show or movie like, but if you've seen the show Ray Donovan, a lot of times when he goes out to do something, he may have on a very dark pair of jeans, but he's got a sport coat on with it and a white button down that's up under and tucked in.
Right.
And I think that's kind of, distinguish is not the right word, but it kind of shows the age a little
classier.
bit.
Yeah.
It's a little classier. It shows the age a
got you.
little bit.
I got you.
And I'm not about trying to look 25 anymore.
Right.
But I'm also not trying to look 60.
Right. All right, number 6, know your measurements. As good as Chris Hemsworth, in his red carpet ensemble, most of us unfortunately can't wear those exact same clothes and get the same results, but you can pull off a Hollywood-type look with another set of pieces.
Yep.
The trick is to know and embrace your body measurements. These are important when you walk into a clothing store or a tailoring shop. Remember that fit is every stylish man's best friend. Your body deserves the best fit.
Yeah. Do you know what your jacket size is?
No.
Do you not?
I'll get
really?
measured. If I need to go get a new jacket, I'll get measured because it changes.
How does it change? You're not growing.
Chest size.
No, I understand that. But I'm
Especially
talking
as much
about
as I
your
fluctuate weight.
standard, like,
No.
42. Okay.
No. What I will do is I'll go in and I'll try on jackets till I find one that looks goddamn good on me, and that's the jacket I'll get.
I got you. I'm a 44 short or a 42 long. I fall kind of right in between those
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure because, like I said, I will go and buy something because it fits. Because just like any other type of clothes, you can have a fit that varies from manufacturer to tailor to tailor. So knowing your measurement gives you a good baseline, but it's all about fit, right? Like it says. So to me, again, if you're going to something to get a tailored piece of clothing, they're going to take your measurements.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a suit tailored specifically for you? I don't, and
It's
would
on my
like
bucket
to.
list.
It
I
is.
have
It's
I
one
have
of
a
those
couple
things.
picked out that I'd like to do.
I've thought about doing some of those online things where you can go get measured, and then you submit your
So
thing. And
there's
get,
Indochino is a
Yes,
fucking
Indochino.
amazing. They have a store in Nashville. They'll measure you there. And
I didn't
take
know
your
they had one
measurements
in
so you don't have to
Nashville.
rely on your own fucking shitty measuring.
well, I wasn't going to measure myself. I would
Yeah.
just go somewhere.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and it's the same prices, but you can actually see the fabric and touch them.
I saw a place online where you could get these like you could tweed or wool and things like that. But like there was a suit that I saw, and it was like the base color was a green, an olive kind of green, but it was like a brown or burnt orange window pane suit.
Right.
Oh my god, it looks so good, and it just sounds like something I was just like, I fucking come in my pants if I got one of those.
All right, number 7, own a shoe shine box.
Ooh, I don't.
Do you
have one of
enjoy
those.
last minute shoe shining before big events? It's quite a stressful thing. You have to rush, so only half the job is done, and a semi-polished footwear doesn't help your overall look. I suggest getting a shoe shine box. It's always there to remind you about polishing shoes. A deep shine once a week, a light shine after your wears. Every tool inside will be ready when you need it, so use this box to make shoe shining a top priority.
A deep shine once a week. I'm assuming that they're saying you wear those shoes almost daily.
Yeah,
I
Has a lot
had
of
a shoe
mint-
shine
yeah.
kit years ago, but I don't have one anymore. I don't need one right
Right.
now. But yeah, that's fine. If you dress up a lot, a shoe shine kit makes sense.
yeah, I guess, whatever. I remember my dad always had one growing up.
Yeah.
Wearing business shoes and shit. He always was shining his shoes like for shit. Anyway, number 8, iron at least 4 shirts at a time. I know what you're thinking. Ironing is unpleasant, even though it's important. There's really no way to turn it into something enjoyable, but hey, there is a way to minimize the hassle of it. You can speed things up by taking a batch of 4 shirts for you to spread out during a 3-minute setup time. This is more an efficient way of doing the job. You'll end up having nice shirts ready whenever you need them.
Okay, I fully expected they were going to say push the sleeves of the shirts through each other and iron them at the same time. I was like, what kind of tomfoolery is this?
Do you iron your clothes regularly?
If they're wrinkled and need it, yes. But I also try to take clothes off that don't have to be washed again. Like don't have to be washed. Like if you go to a black tie event or something, your dress shirt is probably still nearly pristine when you take it off. I will take it off and put it back on the hanger. Take the suit, put it back in the suit bag, and things like that. So if most of the clothes that I wear to work don't require ironing because the material they don't wrinkle.
Yeah.
So, but I will iron if I need to. Like I'm not opposed to ironing. I know people that absolutely hate it. My father-in-law irons everything, including his socks.
Yeah, my grandmother ironed underwear, the whole 9, like, but like so much starch too, like the shit we could pick it up and it was fucking straight.
Yeah. No, we used to have a bottle of whatever this. It's like starch, but it wasn't starch. But you spray on and then you iron over or whatever. We used to have that, but in 2008 or 2009, we went on.
Also, just describe the starch.
Yeah, but it wasn't starch. But I know what starch is. But in 2008 or 2009,
corn.
we went on a vacation to Gatlinburger Pigeon Forge with my in-laws, and my wife and I came back early. They had a fire alarm go off in the resort they were staying at one of the nights after we had left, and my mother-in-law got our 3 kids and then my wife's brother got them all up. And she got a robe or whatever on and got out of the hotel room. And then she was panicking out there talking to police and firefighters going, my husband, I don't know where my husband is. And then he comes strolling out. He had gotten up and gotten his shorts and his T-shirt and ironed everything and put it on and then left the hotel. And part of me is like...
The hotel?
Yeah, I know. I caught it. I wasn't sure if you did or not. But part of me is like, all right, it's a little ridiculous. But the other part of me is like, it's kind of badass. She's like, fuck that fire. I'm ironing my shit.
Yeah. Number 9, care about your skin and wash your face twice a day.
Oh, fuck that.
Don't wait until you wake up at 38 to notice premature signs of aging. You're supposed to look aged at 38. Just
You're
throw that
supposed
out
to,
there.
yeah, you're supposed to look 38. So
Your skin is meant to be cared for. It
go
is,
ahead.
after all, the largest organ on your body, but also the most neglected one.
what about that dick?
Yeah, or if you haven't already done so, start washing your face regularly. Don't allow the dirt from your clothes, hands, and air to be around you to mess up with the youthful glow you deserve.
Or
your
your
future
mask.
self will thank you for starting a consistent skincare routine now.
So I don't wash my face every day. I do every night before I go to bed, take alcohol and a cotton swab and wipe my face off.
Okay.
Because I'm a heavy sweater.
Yeah.
Like I always have been. I run hot. And so I will wipe the sweat off for the day with a cotton ball. But I found that to be the best skincare routine. I've never had to deal with like zits and pimples and shit all over my face. My whole life I've never had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Everybody gets the occasional one here and there, but alcohol. And my mom still to this day, it's a kind of a running joke between us that she'll walk around for nearly an hour at night as she does things to get ready for bed with a bottle of alcohol and a cotton ball in her hand. And you'll see her doing whatever, and then she'll stop and she'll take the little, and then she'll start wiping her face again and go about her business. And like, it's a little much.
Yeah, like
for
that shit
me,
will
it's
suck all the moisture
for
out of
me,
your
it's
flesh.
2 minutes in front of the mirror, cotton ball with some alcohol, wipe my face down real quick, and go to bed, and that's
See,
it.
I will wipe my beard, like my beard area down, because beards are fucking disgusting in here.
It can be, yeah.
And so I usually, like every night, I'll do that just around like my mouth and my beard to get, whatever. But getting to that, the skincare routine, like to me, that's where this starts crossing over from manliness into bitchiness. Like
Metrosexual.
right? Because the whole thing is like, if you're talking about the classic male style, like old dudes or middle-aged dudes were okay with looking old school and middle-aged. Like you tell me that.
Did you ever watch Mad Men and see Don Draper exfoliate?
No.
Then fuck off with it.
Like, did you ever see or hear of Clint Eastwood getting up in the morning and
No.
doing his fucking skincare routine?
He went to a bowl of dirty water and splashed it on his face.
Right.
After he got done fucking a whore. I mean, that was it. That was the end of it.
Yep. All right, number 10, treat stains ASAP. Imagine walking to a room with your best outfit only to have it ruined by a distinct stain you didn't see beforehand. Sadly, you can't take the humiliation off of the equation. The damage has been done. Did I read that poorly?
No. What was the title of that section again?
Treat stains ASAP.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
Like a number of things in life, stains cannot wait. Treat any clothing stains immediately, or at least the earliest appropriate time, or they can ruin your clothing. Also, do not apply heat to the stain or it'll set in the fabric, aka don't throw it in the dryer.
Yeah.
You know it's easier than getting a stain out?
Don't get a stain.
Throwing the shirt away.
I'm not one to throw clothes away.
I have had a bad enough coffee spill that I threw that fucking shirt in the trash. I'm like, I'm not even going to try to get this out.
Yeah, I don't. We had a guy show up to an interview at work with a mustard stain on his shirt.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're going to eat something with mustard on your way to a job interview, carry an extra shirt.
Right.
But anyway.
But either that or I address it. Like was just sipping on my coffee on the way.
Sipping
Fuck
your
you,
dicks.
sipping some dicks. Sipping on my coffee on the way to an interview. I didn't spill any on myself. Set my coffee on top of the car while I was getting the shit out, and it slid off. I tried to catch it out of reflex.
Why? Yeah.
Out of reflex. Well, I grabbed it in my hand, but it tilted forward, and the whole cup of coffee went up my sleeve. Like the entirety of it. I had a jacket on, a sport jacket, but it was wet because all of it went down there. And I had to go in for a fucking
But you
interview.
immediately acknowledge it.
Yes.
That's what you have to. You
Yeah.
don't go in and act like it didn't happen. You're going to go, hey, I got this. My sleeve's wet. I get it. The coffee just fell.
Oh, I make a joke out of it. Like
Yeah.
I went in and they're like, "Hey, nice to meet you," and they put the hand out to shake the hand, and I was like, "Excuse the soggy arm," and they both went, "What?" I was like, "My dumbass," or I didn't say dumbass. I said, my intelligent self just spilled an entire cup of coffee up my arm out in the car on accident. I was like,
Yeah.
"So I apologize for this," and then they laughed. They were like, "How did that even happen?" I told them, they're like, "That's some crazy shit." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I just don't drink anything that could leave a stain on my way to a job interview.
Right.
Granted, I haven't had a job interview in 5 years.
Well,
but
the thing is, I'm not a toddler, so I usually don't spill coffee.
Sure.
Especially because I have a lid on the cup. So I was being my normal, careful self, and I said, I just sat on top of the car, and I don't know what the fuck I was
Why
thinking.
would you set it on top of the car? You're going in for a job interview. Why didn't you just leave it in the car?
Because I'll take my fucking coffee and
Oh, see, I don't do that shit.
No, it was a disposable. I'll throw it away when I get in the lobby.
Yeah, I still don't do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take the chance on there's nowhere to throw it away in the lobby.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you go to the bathroom, throw it away.
Well, so where I work, there's no garbage can in the lobby. It's not a huge lobby, but there's no garbage can in the lobby, and there's no bathroom in the lobby.
Okay.
So
Well, there you go. Either way.
that's fine. To each his own, but
Yeah, I guess I don't have a problem with that to a point, as long as you acknowledge the shit. Because I'll even ask, like I have in interviews before, or even in meetings, like I'll ask them, because I'll have my coffee in my hand, and I'll be like, "Do you mind if I bring my coffee? If not, I can get rid of it."
Yeah.
But I acknowledge that I have it, and to me, like, maybe you would look at it this way. I would if I was interviewing somebody that they have a little bit of fucking, like, they're not trying to kiss my ass. Like, if they're showing up and they're doing their thing, but they still ask, I'm like, okay, I respect that. Like, you have your coffee, you like your coffee, but you're asking me as your interview if it'll, like, if it's appropriate for me or not.
see, if I'm the one conducting an interview, I want you to kiss my ass, because for me it says you pay attention to and recognize. I don't want you to bend over backwards to kiss my ass, but I definitely want you to present yourself. It's just one of those things. It's for me. And maybe that's just different than everyone else. I don't know, but like, to respect the hierarchy and kiss a little bit of ass. I'm not to the extent that everyone would call that person an ass kisser, but I definitely know the hierarchy. And if someone ranked above me that's in direct line of being able to help me in my career needs something, I'll go do it, whether they ask me to or not.
That's not ass kissing, though.
Well, but a lot of people consider that. My wife considers that ass kissing.
Really?
I just know who I need to, quote, suck up to and getting good.
And see,
with.
I'm not even sucking up. Like, my thing is, I recognize hierarchy in the sense of, if you're my boss and you ask me to do some shit, my job is to do it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if I know someone who is higher up than me but could help me in the progression of my career, and I know they need something done, but they haven't asked me to do it, I'll try to get in and offer to help them with that.
Okay.
Or alleviate whatever their problem is. If I can solve their problem, it's just good for me. But I know lots of people that consider that ass kissing.
See, to me, it's kind of a gray area, because if you're doing it and you're going to them like, well, sir, I heard you needed this, so this is what I did for you. That's fucking ass kissing.
No, I mean, I'm more of a person that's like, that would say, you guys are working on this. I think I can take care of that. Like, I think I can fix this.
Well,
for you.
offering that's fine. That's completely different than, like,
Or I'll just go do it and then go, here, I think I fixed this problem.
that's going above and beyond. That's not fucking ass kissing. The ass kissing is like, oh, sir, I heard you mentioned that you needed this, and I think that you could really help, so I went and did this for you. Like, that's fucking ass kissing.
Well, see, I know people that consider all of that ass kissing.
Right. To me, there's being smart in your career and being a hard worker and going above and beyond, even if it's for selected people that you go above and beyond for.
Sure.
Versus, like, buttering some, like, to me, like, ass kissing, for, like, instance, in a job interview. If somebody comes in to interview for me and the whole time they compliment my tie, and then they're like, oh, this is, and all it is just like feeding positive shit constantly. No, fuck you. You're just sucking my dick. Like, if I ask you, okay, so you know this company, you've done your research. What are some ways you think that we could improve our process as an outsider coming in? Because that's a typical interview question for some. If they don't give me a straight answer about shit and they're just like, oh, no, it's perfect, this company's amazing, I just want to be part of it.
Oh, yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's ass kissing, yeah.
Yeah, then that's what I mean. Like, I expect you to have, and so, like, if somebody comes in with a stain and they own it, or if they come in and, like, they have a fucking cup of coffee in their hand, but they ask me, hey, do you mind if I bring my coffee? And if not, I won't. Like, you know, I don't, you know, I'm whatever you need me to.
Sure, I'm not going and fixing coffee for people, for sure. Yeah.
Right. Well, no, I'm not even talking about fix for coffee. I mean, like, if someone comes to interview and says, I brought my coffee, can I bring it in? Or
I got what I misunderstood.
But they acknowledge that they have it, but they're still, you know, like, I say submitting for lack of a better word, but recognizing my authority and asking if I mind or not. Because coffee in the morning,
I definitely prefer that over just coming in with a cup of coffee, but I prefer don't bring it in at all.
And I get that, and that would probably be the preference. But, you know, I'm also the same. Like, I recognize the fact of I'm an abrasive asshole, at least upon initial meeting, right? I still try to put on a positive outlook, and most people love me after they get to know me, or at least tolerate me, you know, whatever. But So I would rather show a little bit of that up front so they know what they're getting than to get hired on, be there a month and be like, fuck this guy. He's a completely different person. Like I try to at least give an overview of who I am before I get hired.
Yeah.
And that's so me being that, like I'm going to come in and like I'm going to be well represented, well dressed, well spoken.
But do you have a work version of you and an out of work version of you?
A little bit.
Okay.
Like I edit my language. Like I'm not going to be like, you fucking cunt ass bitch, motherfucking cocksucking asshole. Like I'm not going to throw that shit out at work. But like, and the humor depending, because it's, you know, the room, right?
Yeah.
Read the room. But otherwise, like I'm a begrudging whatever motherfucker. And like but I'm a hard worker. Like I'll work my fucking ass off.
Yeah.
And to me, work and home are very different things. Like I can't be the same person at work than I am, whatever. I mean, I can be the same person, but I'm a lazy motherfucker at home. I can't be a lazy motherfucker at work,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm really like, I enjoy doing a good job, not for like fucking praise and approval from my manager, but because that's how I was fucking raised to be, is to do a fucking good job. And so all that is a much different side of me. It's another facet of who I am.
Yeah.
But I'm not like this little, like I told you, I had dinner with a VP the other night. And I busted his balls a couple times, and the other guy I was with, his eyes were fucking like silver
Oh
dollars.
yeah, there's certain settings with work. If you're out to a work dinner, just a few of you, and you're just having a good time and drinking or whatever, yeah, absolutely, you have to, because that presents you as being human and not stiff, but also you're feeling out your boss, and if they can take it,
Right.
then
Well, see, I'm one, I like showing that I respect you, but I'm not scared of you. And that's
yeah.
a fine line to walk, but that's important to me because, again, I look at it from my perspective. I don't want somebody working for me that's a spineless fucking jellyfish. Like, so the other guy that I work with, super nice guy, crazy smart, hardworking. The managers there with us are the vice president, and he's almost sucking his dick.
Yeah.
Like trying to impress him with the things that he knows and talking about work and this and that. And I'm like, why? Why are you doing this?
see, I would want people that, let's just say if I were in a managerial position, I would want people that are not scared of me, but are scared of fucking up or scared of disappointing or whatever.
But again, respecting the position without
Sure.
being intimidated by the person.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd met him for the same thing with the interview. Like I had my interview for this job, and when it sat down, it was kind of a round table one in person, and I was giving a couple of guys shit in there, like not nearly like I would knowing them, but like, you know, I fucking busted their balls a little bit. But I don't want to work for a place where I can't have any sense of humor, and they're expecting me to bend over and take it in the asshole. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, and again, read the room. No, you know, I know line, but like, so we're old enough. There's 5, 6 of us in a room, and you can tell who the lower band on the totem pole is.
Yeah.
You shoot for them. You don't shoot for the big guy. You shoot for the one that everybody else is going to laugh about.
That's called punching down. You shouldn't do that. You're always supposed to punch up.
They're working there, and I'm not. I'm not punching down. There is no
I
punching
see. I
down.
got you. Yeah, you're right.
And I've made some comments like was it the head guy of not my department, but one of the other departments was in there, and we were, they were talking, and everybody introduced themselves, and one of the guys was like, yeah, I work in this department. I was like, oh, so you wouldn't be in my chain of command. And he was like, no. I was like, well, thank God, you seem like a jerk. And everybody laughed, and I was like, no, I'm just kidding, man. And whatever. Right. And it went over well. But again, I kind of got that vibe. But one of the guys in there, one of the younger guys, his eyes, again, like, I can't believe you said that. And I'm a big fan of like a little bit of shock value, just a little bit, just so they know that I can laugh, but I'm also not like a little bitch coming in, that I'm a grown fucking man.
Yeah.
And granted, I wait for them to throw some shit out first. I don't just come out swinging and be like, oh, you guys are blah, blah, blah. Like they had already, I think.
I just imagine someone listening to this and going, that's good advice. And then going into an interview and saying, would you be in my chain of command? Then going, no, I go, that's so good because you're a jerk.
Right.
And completely get it
They ruin their job. It's reading, but you and I are both very good at reading a room.
No, I'd like to think I am. Yeah.
And so I'm a big believer, I guess, not to beat a dead horse, but I go in and then try to find a way to at least like exert a little bit of ballsiness.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. Is I believe in an interview to show a little bit of you got some sack on you
Yeah.
in whatever way fits into the situation you're interviewing.
Yeah. Personality is a big thing. But also, I mean, the two of us we're entirely different industries for one, but like company wise, I mean, like we work, like I'm in a massive company, so things run completely differently than in smaller companies.
Absolutely.
So-
But I would interview the same way if I was interviewing.
Sure, I
with your
understand
company.
that, but I'm just saying as far as your day-to-day stuff goes, which
But
I'm
that-
in a small enough branch of the company that I can kind of have some of that
Right.
ball
But
busting.
that same thing tanked me for an interview or tanked me for a job with Apple. Fucking tanked me hard. And I wasn't even smart. It's like it was a very prim and proper type of room. Everybody was very whatever. So I wasn't cracking jokes. I didn't, like reading the room.
Yeah.
But they asked at one point, what is a way you feel like that we can improve on X, Y, and Z process? Everybody else was like, oh, nothing, blah, 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 blah. Because Apple wants you to drink the fucking Kool-Aid. And I gave them like 3 things.
Yeah.
And again, reversed, I would want somebody to be fucking honest about that shit.
Sure.
Not just whatever. But that cost me the job because I was willing to be like, well, you guys kind of suck at this. And I feel like I could help make that part better. Like that's my selling point for a job, right? Like, so, okay, I think this, but it's offering a solution and not a problem.
Yeah.
Right. Like if somebody says, well, how could we improve? What ways do you think we could improve? Like, well, I think you could improve in this area. And here's how I think you could accomplish that.
A lot of people will say, I've heard it so many times in my life, will tell you why what you're doing doesn't work, but they won't offer solutions.
You always offer a solution.
Yeah, if you can't offer a solution, you just say, there's a problem with our process, but I'm not sure how we fix it.
Let's try to.
I'm not sure how we fix it. Let's figure it out. But there's a problem. If you can't just shit on everything and then not offer.
You offer action, either a solution or a willingness to find a solution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What's the next one?
I'm gonna skip a couple of these. We're going long, but this next one is don't forget about fragrance.
Oh God.
Isn't it funny how a lot of things look even better when they smell nice? Think of leather seats in your new car or newly polished shoes. A good scent helps something or someone maximize attractiveness. Take your style to another level. You need to figure out the right type of fragrances to use. This can double your chances of getting women to approach you and even give you their number.
Oh God. Like I have a bottle of cologne. I couldn't tell you the last time I used it.
Right.
The stuff I used to shave, like the oil, the pre-shave oil, the soap, the aftershave, it all has the same scent, which is more of a like leathery kind of smell. And my wife likes it. I'm fine with it. I mean, the stuff from Anchors, the beard balm stuff, whatever, it smells great. I love the way that smells. But if you're dousing yourself with cologne as a man, something's wrong. What are you hiding? You're either hiding a dick in your ass.
A lot of times
or
I think
something
that
else.
some female at some point would be like, oh, that smells good. So they fucking bathe in it and they think that's going to work.
Yeah.
The first time I bought cologne for myself is I took a lesbian with me. Like one of my lesbian friends, Becca. You remember Becca?
Yeah. Yep.
Super hardcore lesbian and banged lots of straight girls. Like that's what she did. Anyway, but I took her, I was like, okay, help me find something that like girls are going to fucking love. And she was like, okay. And she only picked something out and it fucking worked, man. But but I didn't douse myself in it.
No, that's it.
It's the right amount.
Less is more.
Right. Well, I think that smelling good is important in certain situations. If I'm in a business environment, like going out to like a business dinner, something like that, and I'm meeting like a client or I'm meeting more higher management or whatever, if I have it with me, I'll put on something very subtle and very small just because it kind of pulls the professional thing together. But I'm not going in cologne.
Yeah. Well, so
I don't want to smell like soap.
Yeah, we used to have a guy that would come in after exercising in the morning, and he would take a horse bath in the bathroom, and then he would bathe in Axe body spray.
Oh,
Axe
Jesus.
smells bad anyway.
If you're over fucking, if you're listening,
the guy's older than
no,
maybe he's
I'm just
not,
saying,
but still.
if you're listening and you're older than fucking 21,
Yeah.
stop wearing Axe.
Axe is for high school kids that play football and stink.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're a douchebag if you think it's nice. If your girlfriend tells you you smell good, she's fucking lying to you.
Yeah.
You do not.
Less is more with a smell.
Yes.
A quick shot in the air that you walk through as it settles
Mm-hmm.
is more than enough. You don't want anyone to smell you before you get there.
Yeah.
And the only thing you want lingering is the thought of the smell when you walk away.
Yes.
That's it.
Another good method in the spray and the walkthrough is a small spray on the wrist, wrist together, wrist neck. That's it.
Okay.
A small, not a full fucking
Sure.
spray.
No, I
but-
got just, whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. And it depends on what your purpose is too, right? Like in a business environment, you don't want to reek of fucking cologne.
Right.
But when somebody gets close enough to talk to you, they should be able to slightly smell it and be
Yes.
like, this guy smells
It should be a
nice.
thought of, what's that smell? And
Right.
that's about
Right.
about it.
Okay. Now, if you're on a date, you want to wear something that they're going to smell when they're in clothes, and it's going to stay on their clothes just a little bit when they leave.
No, yep. I'll give you that.
Yep. But don't think just because it smells like take Axe or fucking Old Spice or any of that shit. If it smells strong, it's not good.
And if it smells sweet, it's not good. Men aren't supposed to smell sweet.
Depending on the type of sweetness. Because there are some amazing smelling colognes, but it's not like sugary, like
Yeah, and that's what I'm
cotton
talking
candy,
about.
like
That's what
cotton
I'm
candy
talking
shit.
about. That's what I'm talking
But no, like a little bit of like sweet tobacco or
Sure.
citrus shit in it can be really awesome. Botanicals, even if there are hints of them.
Botanicals.
Botanicals,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We should be conducting a TED Talk.
right? If you go tieless, make sure the collar is strong. You don't want to be the guy in the wedding shot or company photo where the shirt looks a bit off. A weak placket makes your shirt look flimsy. Yep, doesn't flatter anybody. Strong collars frame your face. That's why I love using collar stays. They keep your collars in their best form 24/7.
That's true.
Okay. Again, this one's not at all fucking style, so I'm going to blast over it. Learn to pack light and interchangeable. That's fucking common sense. You don't want to have
Yeah.
a giant suitcase full of shit. Plus, as a dude, you don't need it. I'll wear the same pair of goddamn jeans for a week, change the shirt.
Yeah. If I go on vacation, I pack a lot of extra stuff,
Right.
shorts and things like that. But yeah, when I go on a business trip, it's like 2 pairs of jeans and then whatever else I need as far as jackets and shirts go.
Right.
But also, I'm one of those people that I roll my clothes and pack them in the suitcase that way because they take up less room. You can take a smaller bag, and then maybe you don't have to check your bag.
Right.
But I also like to check bags when I go on business trips because I like to put my laptops in the suitcase so that I can check it and I don't have to take it out through security.
Right. Okay, again, I'm going to blast over a couple of these. Beware of sales. Fit, which we've already talked about tailored clothes, how much better they look.
Yeah, sales appeal to me because I don't like spending money.
Right. Systemize dressing well. In other words, have like a system on what days you're going to wear what. That's some fucking bitch shit. Again, I will say that. Like dress nice or don't dress nice. Don't fucking plan your goddamn week out worth of shit. It's stupid.
No. Honest to God, I wish I had 10 of the same shirt that had like
Right.
company logo and stuff on it so that I could just know that I'm going to open my closet and grab
Right.
that shirt every day.
Yeah, well, what this was getting at is I know the feeling of dressing up for a big event or another day at work can be a damn chore, overwhelmed by all the rules of good style. You just need a good system. It's a matter of style equations.
If putting clothes on for work is considered a chore by you, what the fuck is wrong with
You've
your
got to
life?
think this is coming from the perspective of guys that put lots of thought and time into
if
their
you
outfit.
have to put a lot of thought and time into your outfit, there's more problems in your life than this.
Or styles is very important to you. Because style equations, understanding how fit, fabric, function, and color and pattern interact, and then break up your wardrobe into groups based on compatibility.
All right.
Anyway, fit. Beware of sales. Dress boots will elevate your casual outfit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. A little overdressed is always better than underdressed.
I agree with that.
I agree with that statement as well. Always pay attention to the details because she does. You can own every type of shirt and trouser in men's fashion, but these only take you so far. If you want that woman at the bar to engage with you or your boss to take you more seriously, embrace the small details. Watches, cufflinks, pocket squares, lapel pins are some of the best accessories around. They represent status and intention that you've earned people's respect and experienced success.
All right.
No comments on that one?
No, not really.
Okay. I think that's stupid. Like I get it for certain functions and it depends on the type of woman you're wanting to attract.
Sure.
Like that, if the way you get a woman or the type of woman you get is interested in that shit, she's going to be high maintenance and cost your ass all that money you're pretending to have.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ditch the disposable razor and upgrade to a straight or safety razor.
That's fine, but sometimes that disposable razor, you just need something quick to get it done.
Yeah. So
If I do a full blown shave, it's a straight razor.
Right. So it just basically says consider the long-term benefits of a quality razor, because if one of them fails or gives you a nasty cut, like they've obviously never shaved themselves with a straight razor if they're scared of a store safety razor giving them a nasty cut. First time I used a goddamn straight razor, I looked like a fucking butcher
Freddy
shop
Krueger
visit.
came after
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Don't be afraid to break the leather and metal matching rules. I believe when it comes to leather and metal, the rules shouldn't be rigid. Think about it. Aren't these elements there to help you stand out? They bring out individuality. The rules are really just guidelines. So if you're wearing cowboy leather boots, don't limit yourself to cowboy-like jackets. Feel free to try suede or a black color. The same goes for bracelets, watches, and belts. There's no need to make them themed. It's more you. It's okay to bend the rules.
I agree with that, except if you're dressing up, your shoe leather and your belt leather should match.
Okay.
That's it. If you're casual, who gives a shit if you have black shoes and a brown belt? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I'm also not one that thinks that a black suit has to have black shoes. I've seen plenty of brown shoes with a black suit look fucking fantastic.
But it depends on the shade of brown.
It does, but it can work. You don't have to hold yourself to I'm wearing a black or a dark blue suit, and so I got to have black shoes on. No. Right. But your shoe leather and your belt leather should match.
Okay.
That absolutely should. You look off if you don't.
I think they need to be in the same family, but not an exact match.
I think they need to be pretty damn close. I've just seen too many times where they're slightly
a black
off
belt
color
and blue
or
shoes.
It depends on
when you're going to get a fucking blue belt, a blue fucking leather belt with a suit.
I understand that, but I just don't go with the blue shoes. You're pushing it with the blue shoes if you're wearing a suit.
It depends on the blue shoes.
You're still pushing it with blue shoes.
Maybe, depending on what the function is.
Sure, but if your function is okay with blue shoes.
You just said you wore a goddamn leather or a fucking velvet fucking jacket.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I had my shoes and my belt matched.
Okay.
We're not talking about jackets right now. We're talking about your shoe leather and your belt leather.
Right. I'm just saying you're talking about hard and fast rules. That's all I'm saying.
When it comes to the leather of your shoes and your belt.
Okay. Say no to huge logos on tees. You have your favorite brand. Some of us don't mind seeing big logos occupying the shirt space, or maybe the logo size works for that particular t-shirt. But remember, you're not a walking ad. Avoid any tees that have a huge logo popping out. Not only can it steal attention away from you, it can turn people off because it looks gimmicky. That's not a fucking logo. For the product, like Nike, like it's not talking about the fucking school.
I'm just looking to see it because I'm one that I believe I'm too old to wear graphic tees for the most part. Like it would be hard for me to buy a shirt with a Nike logo or
just do it.
Even a band logo would be a little difficult for me. But sports and things like that. Like I wouldn't wear like Star Wars or anything like that.
All right. I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, number 25. Always sharpen your sword.
Sharpen your sword.
I told you beforehand.
What fucking year is this?
As cliche as it sounds, practice makes perfect. Make it a habit of taking small steps every day to improve yourself. Read up and learn more about men's fashion. Nobody gets style sharper overnight. Mine didn't. How about studying style from the very basics and work your way up?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's good advice.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
Improve. That's good advice.
Improving yourself. So my thing with this shit, all this bullshit, I agree with a lot of the points on there.
Yeah.
But the perspective this is written from and the type of person that's writing it are the type of person I would fucking hate. Because
I agree with that.
Because they put so much time. Because here's the thing.
That was a whole lot of look how good I am and how much I know.
Right.
Here's
my thing with men's fashion. Stupid. Know the classic. If you know a few basic men's classic things, you're fucking good. Like it doesn't matter and then you can find your own style.
But to say what you've said to me so many times in this article, they're talking about those people that have to dress up so much every day. But that last one that's fine. You should improve on those things. You should learn more, because otherwise we would have stopped learning these things at 21 years old.
I've known this shit since I was 21 years old.
I don't believe you.
Except
I knew you when you were 21.
I didn't say I embraced them. I just said I knew them.
Whatever.
No, like you want to know about classic men's style, watch fucking movies from the 40s and 50s.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's it. Like watch how the fucking cool ass motherfuckers dressed in.
But watching those things to learn that is sharpening your sword.
No, absolutely. No, I agree with that. I'm talking about, because a lot of these guys, and who this gets recommended to, are guys that have a subscription to GQ and Esquire and read that shit like a Bible.
Yeah.
Like, how have you ever known anybody that's obsessed with how they look? Like, as far as every outfit has a thought behind it, every fucking accessory is well thought out and put together, and all that bullshit.
I don't think so.
It's
I know
like
a guy that used to buy Armani jeans and things like that.
right? And I guess here's my thing. I recognize I consider myself to have a good sense of style. I don't implement it. I value comfort over fucking anything else. And a particular, I've recently told a man, like, I feel like I'm old enough now. I need to like upgrade to some of like, some of the t-shirts, some of the jeans, but I'm not going to quit wearing t-shirt and jeans. I'll just get nicer fucking t-shirts.
It doesn't go out of style.
Right. Well, it's not even that. It's just comfortable for me. I have a couple of those shirts with the button up at the top, and they're actually more comfortable than these. Yeah. But I have enough of these. I'm not just going to throw them all away. I'll just slowly replace. So that's all more important. But if a function comes up that I have to wear a shirt and tie for, I'm going to look fucking awesome. Like, because I know how to put it together. Sure. I just don't want to on my day-to-day. Like, I'm not going to okay, I'm leaving the house. I need to put on my nice shoes and fuck that.
So I would be fine with a job where I had to I'm not saying wear a suit. I mean, I could learn to be fine with that as well. But if I had to wear a dress, some dress slacks and a button down, even if I had to wear a tie, like, I'd be perfectly fine with that because I enjoy doing that sometimes. Right. I actually get up in the morning if I have to, when I travel for work and have to do that, say something about it. Like, I feel better about the day.
Yeah.
It is because you look in the mirror, you make sure your tie is straight or whatever, and it's just like, fuck, man, you know how to put some shit together.
Okay.
And I think it's a subconscious confidence builder. Yeah. I think it is. You think you carry yourself differently when you feel that way as well.
Maybe.
But it's not to say I want my life to have to where I have to dress up every day.
I do feel like, though, that we've gotten to the age that we know enough on either side of the story that I make a very conscious decision if I'm going to look nice or look like shit, and I know that going in.
Right.
So, I mean, I do think it's important if you're younger, like, to learn some of this shit. And I guess where it becomes an obsession, like, I don't want to be a fucking asshole. Oh, metro.
I don't know what
I know
you're talking. Okay. Okay.
I like how people say hetero. I thought it'd be anyway, whatever. Gotcha. But I'm not a metro dude. Like, I value the shit that I'm doing more than the fucking, like, I'm not going to spend an hour and a half getting ready, doing my fucking skincare routine, putting that shit. It's like, I'm a fucking man. I'm going to get the shit I know looks good on me. I'm going to wear that shit. And I'm going to go fucking beat some ass that day. Like, that's what I do. You know, like, as much as we joke and like my jobs, whatever, but I work my fucking ass off when I have to.
Yeah.
And I get up and I take care of my shit. And like, that to me is what, like, to me, proper style as a man is looking good for the situation or the event or whatever that you're going into and knowing how to do that properly.
It goes back to knowing your audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was my whole point. That was we talked a lot during that fucking article.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make some notes. Hey, but did I not pick something decent tonight? God damn it.
It was all right. But I did notice that when you read something, especially off of your phone or whatever, and if something you don't agree with or you think you're better than, you throw your phone when you're done. I've noticed that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You got done. And you're like, so. Like, okay.
It's like a bitch.
Here we go.
That's my finger snap.
Yeah.
Oh, I did find out one of the guys that I work with, racist isn't the right word. He's out of California. I expect him to be
Prejudice?
very
You expect him to be very, very liberal.
very liberal or whatever, and not that he's not, but not even just. I don't know how to describe it.
Is he so open-minded that he's closed-minded?
No.
Okay.
Like, he has no problem making fun of retarded people and stereotypes from all races and religions.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with it either, but I was very, very shocked.
Taken aback?
And he made the comment, he's like, I can't joke like this with any of the other guys I work with. I was like, fucking I know, because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Until you start throwing it out seriously,
Right.
then,
Yeah. A joke is a joke. It's the intent.
yeah,
Oh,
like everything else. Well, you got anything else,
I
motherfucker?
don't. I'm good. I mean, you've taught everybody how to dress.
Jesus Christ.
Given
I was hoping for much more reaction out of you for some of that
No, I
stuff,
think
but
I'd say 50% or maybe a little more of that I agree with. Some of it is just
I read the point.
no
I
duh.
guess my
There's a lot of no duh and no shit in there, but
Yeah, I find it funny. That's because that's one of the things we differ greatly on. Like, you enjoy a lot of that shit, putting thought into it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I know how to put it together when I have to, but if I don't have to, I'm goddamn not.
Yeah, if I don't have to, I'm not going
Like, traveling for work, I will throw maybe a polo on, like, on the trip there. Coming home, I'm fucking shorts and t-shirt in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't quite do that.
I know. I'm gonna be comfortable. If I'm flying for fucking all day on a plane, I'm gonna be goddamn comfortable.
I will be comfortable, but I'm gonna look
I'm not comfortable with
nicer.
a collar. I'm not comfortable in fucking anything
What the
but
fuck
jeans
does a
or
collar
shorts.
do to you? What does a polo do?
Feel
to
it on
you?
my fucking neck up there.
my
I'm just
God.
saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I don't like it.
You're you're
And
entitled to
and
that.
I don't like how I look in a polo.
Okay.
I don't like the style. I don't like a collared shirt without buttons.
I got
It
you.
annoys the shit out of me. It's kind of like short sleeve button up shirts. Like, I'll wear them sometimes, but I don't like them that much. Like, I prefer them long sleeved. I'll roll the sleeves up, but to me, like, cut off like short sleeve button ups just look weird.
Yeah, I mean, I do wear short sleeve
Like
button ups to
like
work
long
occasionally.
sleeve polos. They're fucking weird.
Yeah,
as
that
shit.
is weird. I wear a couple of short sleeve button downs to work.
Yeah.
But it's because of what I do. I know I'm gonna. I know I'm gonna have to.
Well, right. I'm not saying there's
Whatever. I don't
anything
wanna
wrong with
ruin
them.
a
I'm
shirt.
just saying I don't like them.
Yeah, I understand that.
But I don't like polo shirts. I don't like feeling shit rubbing on my neck. I really don't. I prefer wearing a fucking t-shirt all day. Like, maybe it's more of a feeling of comfort. I don't feel comfortable with a collar.
Okay.
So it's whatever. But like, you're not like that at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to wear a polo every day, but
I know.
I do wear one to work, and it's
Then I think I have this weird fear of looking like one of those 40-year-old Southern dudes that have like their golf shirt tucked into their fucking khaki fucking pants and their leather braided belt. And like, I refuse to.
But
go
I'm
that
one of
way.
those old school people where I kind of believe one of those things where you dress for the position you want. So I dress like the people above me dress, except I also wear jeans a lot because of the work I do.
I like to dress like the people above me, but also I don't.
No, that's not it. I wear jeans to work a lot. I just make sure that they're not shitty, ratty jeans.
Well,
or
yeah,
whatever.
that's part of being
But as
more
far as the
professional.
shirts, like I can wear a t-shirt and jeans to work every day, but I don't.
Well, yeah, but the position you're in, I get that. I'm talking about travel and shit. Like, you'll dress up a little more for travel. Like, we've talked
Well, I'll
about
put
that
a
before.
collared shirt on and wear my jeans. But
Like I said, and the reason I will going somewhere is because I'm probably getting off the plane and going to a job site, going to whatever. That's
sure.
fine.
And I do when I travel, I'm getting off the plane and grabbing the rental car and
I
going
won't
to
wear
a job
flip flops
site.
on the plane,
But
but I'll wear.
For me, it's that very old school.
We've talked about this.
respect. The,
Stupid.
You're getting in a Steel Eagle, man.
Stupid.
Whatever.
Stupid.
It's just I don't expect everyone else to feel that way, but I think some people should feel a little more that way. Than,
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like being on a plane is not your goddamn bedroom.
I agree.
So I get that.
I'd rather you go farther the direction that I'm going, than the direction they are going.
I agree. I agree, but there's never an issue if somebody's wearing like pants and a shirt that covers their whole body, I'm good.
Yeah,
And I don't want to see your feet. But outside of those things,
whatever. I don't care.
whatever. All right. Well, cheers.
Yeah, this was not bad.
Yeah. End of I was about to say end of an era, but the era of tonight.
Yeah.
But next week we got fucking Ben.
As of right now, yeah. I mean, last week we said we had Gabe and Kelsey, but
Jesus Christ.
Ben's younger than us too. Maybe he flakes.
Right? I'm gonna tweet Gabe about him being a flaky fucking bitch.
You should. He's in Nashville looking for that WAP.
Yes. I remember when I used to have to look for it. Now it's at home whenever I pull in the driveway.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I do what I do.
I got you.
All right, man. Till you're not gonna cheers me. Just
I
sit
already
there staring.
did.
I don't care. We gotta make it louder for the
have to
cameras.
we did. You break this bottle. You have a problem.
All right.
Bye. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook at B3F Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at B3F Podcast and on Instagram at B3F_podcast. Send us your questions or comments to bfff.podcast@gmail.com. Rate us and review us wherever you listen to the show. And as always, thanks for listening.